for a Sunday night showdown. It's the Suns and Timberwolves here on Arizona's Family Sports. Well, a happy Sunday night to you, gang. Glad you can join us here in downtown Phoenix. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson. I'm Kevin Ray. We'll check in with Amanda Pflugrad here shortly. Well, much-needed win, first and foremost, each. The Suns' bigs did the heavy lifting in that one, both scoring and rebounding.
Any win counts, right? No matter who shows up for the opponent, Suns just need W's, and that's exactly what happened. When you're getting production from your big guys, that just makes the game so much easier for our three scorers, obviously. Brad Beal playing tonight. But Nick Richards, not bashful, taking that little 15-footer. Bobo, we all know what he can do. Flat out score the ball, and that's what they've gotten from these two guys, and that needs to continue, especially against the Minnesota Timberwolves with their size.
Yeah, and that size will be added to tonight because Julius Randle, who missed the entire month of February, makes his return here tonight. We don't need to say much more about him. But we can say plenty about Ant-Man having another superb season. You know he's going to come in fired up. Was suspended in the game on Friday night and trying to get this team back into the win column.
He's a tremendously gifted young man. And look, it's not a surprise. He's a #1 pick. So everyone knew he was good. His body is so strong. He gets to where he wants to get to. Takes a ton of threes. And I think that's going to do the Suns a favor. You'd rather him taking a bunch of threes and getting to the rim. But when he makes up his mind to take over a game, he's as good as anybody in the league at getting it done. So it's going to be a battle all night dealing with him.
Yeah, the biggest struggle for him has been controlling his emotions. 16 technical fouls. That is why he was suspended for the one game on Friday night. Chris Finch says, we've talked about it. He knows he's got to be able to control those emotions. Well, one of the reasons the Suns have been playing good basketball, at least offensively, of late, has been the three-point shot. It abandoned them on that road trip, but these last 3 games, they have been on an absolute bender.
Well, zipping the ball around, I think that's what gets them the good looks, and they have to continue to do that. The one-on-one overuse of the shot clock. But when they're moving the ball, they're passing to the next guy, even though that shot that they have might be a saw right there. They have shot the ball extremely well. The three-point shot is a streaky shot. When it's going for I expect the Suns to come out to see if they can continue. If they do, it's going to really help them in regards to
Welcome to Suns Valley Podcast. Sorry for letting you sit here for minutes.
I think everybody in this building
Apparently, we don't like the national anthem in Arizona anymore. This is going forever. How's everybody doing in the chat? Wrestling fans in the chat, how are you feeling about Cena? How are you feeling about Cena? It was great. Are you ready for a Suns L tonight? They are wearing Valley jerseys, okay?
It's not fair, man, because these jerseys are so clean.
Valley jerseys mean automatic L.
These are some of my favorite jerseys that they've ever had, and they're just associated with losing.
Yeah, I think this. I can't wait to get this new interface and microphone.
I don't do nothing for Gazy. I blow a bag a day. Type row.
So I don't sound distorted all the time.
Wow. I'm excited for it too. I think we should. I don't really. Look, do I think we could win tonight? I do think we could win tonight. But, will they win? Will they? You know what I mean? They have played hard 2 out of the last 3 games, if not 3 out of the last 3. But Zion, combined with those threes that they were hitting on us.
There you go, Gabe, right there for you.
Wow. You know what I mean, though?
The ladies at every game. Must be a season ticket holder, you know?
Speaking of which, Big Bat's a season ticket holder. He might hook me up with some tickets if I want to go to a game at the end of the season. I just don't know if I want to try to. I don't even know if I want to look at plane tickets.
Then drive.
Ugh, definitely not driving.
like a real man. Okay,
That drive would be brutal.
that's what
But
real men do.
with all these planes crashing, maybe I do go John Madden styley.
Man, get on the bus, bro.
You know, it's not a bad idea. Be a hell of a drive. The thing is, I'd like to go in and get out like in a couple of days. You know.
Oh, so I this is related to the plane crashes and issues. So I was listening. I think we had this conversation already, but I was listening to a podcast. Your boy Bomani Jones. I know he's your favorite. And I love Bomani Jones. Like, for real. I know we joke about, making fun of. I don't think Bomani Jones is really freaking super left wing. I just think he's super Black Lives Matter, and that's it. But regardless,
who isn't?
Like, he does this segment where it's called if you haven't heard, and he has people call in, like people who like research and write for like newspapers about certain interesting stories. And a year ago, before all this stuff happened, he literally had somebody calling and talking about what's going on in the airplane industry, where they were putting planes together cheaper for cost. They were trying to figure out a way to eliminate costs, like most businesses do, and that you can foresee a lot of bad things, issues happening. It could bring up some issues, and it's really interesting a year later to hear how the airplane industry is having issues and planes.
It's almost like they're trying to tank their industry, bro.
I mean, I don't know if that's it, but they're doing what most companies do, and I just feel like that's the one industry where you can't do that,
right?
People got to make it arrive alive.
Well, the most important thing is to get a certain.
Well,
no. See, the most important thing is to get a certain race and a certain gender behind the wheel. That's what we need, and if you don't understand that, you're a bigot. Okay?
Sure. I don't know what this has to do with me talking about how they're cutting costs in the airplane industry. What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing. Listen. If you don't know, I don't want to spoil it for you, all right? Knightley says L. Kaya says in a L. What up, Indigo? Chillin', slept all day, stayed up all night playing Marvel Rivals, got into platinum.
Brian, this has nothing to do with. Be quiet. Just please be quiet. Joe, this is not my guy. So let's realize.
Your guy.
Definitely not my guy. It's Gabe's guy because he's a Kamala stan.
That's true. I'm a Sleepy Joe stan. Not a joke. Okay?
Welcome to Conservative Valley Podcast.
Okay. Can't say the C word. Don't say the C word. Don't say the T word.
We're bigots over here, according to Gabe.
Just because you're Vance's #1 stan.
Hey, bro, Vision. Travis Scott was so stupid, bro. He slapped Cody. I wonder if Cody told him to slap him, or if he had to, or if he just did it himself. I imagine Cody probably was like, "Hey, if you're gonna mess with me, you need to do something instead of just standing here saging yourself like an idiot." He slapped the dog poop out of Cody when he was on the ground.
With that belt?
No, just slapped him. Open hand slapped that man. Oh. It's Navajo?
I think so. She got bling on, bro.
That was solid. I mean, we only caught the back end of it.
She got some bling.
Yes, she does.
Good evening and welcome to PHX Arena for tonight's originator matchup presented by Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
Man.
Featuring the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves and you.
All right, let me pull up the game cast. I know the game hasn't started, but I should probably get that out of the way.
Bro, since when was Gabe bald? Always?
Maybe there will be hair under it this time when I lift it up. Nope.
No, will you shut up? We're not going to disrespect Michelle Obama. Like, we're just not doing that.
My girl, Michelle?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, baby Mallow, watch this. Watch this. Yeah, watch that. Yeah. Yeah, do it again. Do it again. And I'm talking bad about Ish Wainwright every minute.
What's up, Asia? That's Sundo's hero right there.
Who? Aiden Ross?
Michelle.
Michelle? Yeah. Love Michelle Obama. She the greatest.
These jerseys go so hard, man.
But too bad they're loser jerseys. That's the problem. They look so cool, but we don't have a winning record in them. We have a
we don't have a winning record in any jersey, I would think.
Okay, fair enough, but these are the worst.
Man. It makes me sad because we won't have them next year.
That's right. Good prayer right there.
I wish we'd have these jerseys. I wish we would keep these jerseys for like 5 years minimum.
Actually, Blake, do you actually remember it was actually, I don't even know if it's true, but I do remember, I think Laura Bush was the first one to do that because I remember when I was in high school, Gabe, you may not remember this, but
I'm older than you.
You may not remember this. Well, that's what I mean. You may have been out before. You graduated, what, a year after me?
05.
05? Yeah. So this happened right around that time. So, I don't know if you remember whenever Laura Bush, she did something and she was doing the same thing that Michelle Obama did about like eating healthy. Some
school
stuff.
Lunches and stuff.
We used to get these big cookies that were like this big around in school, right? And I mean, bro, they weren't even cookies. It was just hot dough. I think I told the story before. And the moment that Laura Bush did whatever she did, they took those away, bro. We about rioted at school, bro. What do you mean a 16-year-old Sundo can't buy a hot cookie dough that I want to eat for lunch? What do you mean?
Well, and then, it's funny because back then the conservative side of the argument was like, don't be doing that. Don't touch like people's freedom of choice of what you want to eat. If 16-year-old Sundo wants to eat some Sundo, then let him. I know. She was just trying to do something to be a part of the show.
Devin Booker spoke about today at shoot around and just the intensity.
143 in the chat. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out on YouTube. Please hit the like for us. Let's fake like we're excited. Let's fake like we're gonna win. Let's fake like we like the channel tonight. All right.
Hey, bro. Anytime I see the word France, I think of. I think of the Miss Universe.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said it. That's how you say France?
Sacramento, Minnesota, Dallas all tied 8, 9, and 10. Golden State's in the 7th spot. The Clippers.
I think of Ratatouille. That's another one too.
Yeah.
Cordy says Suns win. I'm calling it now with Bull starting.
Sorry, Louis. I always fumble the bro's name.
He's French. Maybe his name's Louis.
I know. I always fumble. Louis, my guy. Gosh, I always fumble. Bobo with the start.
His team focused and ready to go.
Respect his Ish Wainwright.
Can I give you can I just Louis David? Can I say it like that? That would make it way super exotic if I could say it like
exotic.
Straight up, bro. Let me say
Yeah,
it like
world
that.
peace. Ant's playing. He only got suspended for one game. Gets to come back directly in time to stick his wang
He
in
said it's
us.
okay, so our boy Louis David. I love
We
it.
got King Wes
love
in the
it.
house, though.
King West here. Let's go.
On Thursday night. And they hope to get Rudy Gobert sometime in the next.
Bobo on the, is that Bobo on the tip?
He been tip jumping.
Yeah, they've gone through it with their injuries. And
Just the tip to see how it feels, though.
but
Oh, that's
healthy,
bull crap. Is that Jaden
extremely
McDaniels? Oh.
It's your boy. That's your boy.
Daniels with a handoff.
Yes,
damn.
sir, Wes. I was just looking
Oh
for
my gosh.
you.
Can't ever with an open mid.
Sonny, did you need a VIP, or were you one of the guys that didn't need a
He's
VIP?
going to be ultra aggressive here to start tonight.
well, the Suns
Dude,
are
they're
giving them
ultra
that
already
look.
being physical with this team, dude.
Beautiful. Sonny's the one that, the other one that's a real man.
Defended by McDaniels. KD
Fade away. It's in. No, good.
fighting the rebound.
Almost, Richards.
I think Nick can have a
We
really
can't
good
start like
game
this, especially if they're going to be
rebounding
physical like this and hit middies. It's too easy for Ant.
Open. Nope. Randall. Yeah, he should have
I
shot
forgot
that.
they got Julius Randle.
Conley should have shot that. Of course, Wes. Ant dancing on Beal's grave. Misses the three in the corner, heavily contested. Come on, ESPN. Let's go ahead and update now. Thank you. Oh, Bully Bowl. Ant
he's got a
stripped by
different play
Durant. Let's go, boys. Book, crossover. To the rack, finger
Beautiful
rolled. That's tough. Super duper tough, bro.
Devin Booker shooting a look at Zach Zarba, the baseline official.
Book on Conley, over to Nas Reed. They're whipping it around the horn to Randall for a corner three. No good. Bull, rebound, bound. Picks it up to Book. Book. Heat check. Early heat check is good. Wowie. Wow.
Edwards working the screen from
Uh-oh. Almost a turnover.
Nas
Nas Reed gonna
Nas
pull a
was good.
three. Thank God, no good. Bull rebound. Pushes it to Book. Pick and roll with Rich. Pocket pass to Rich. Actually, over the head pass. He hands it off to Bull, and the two-man game continues.
Okay.
It's not even a contest once he catches the ball right there. And no one's blocking that.
Ant got Beal guarding. Back to Ant. No
Oh my God.
good.
Durant collects another Minnesota miss.
Durant picking and rolling, getting to the rim. Layup is good. Suns have energy. Suns have fight. All right, Suns playing as good as their jerseys look. If I can be honest about that. Conley to Randall. D'd up by Book. Chicken winging, being physical.
Yeah, he
Gets
tried.
stood up by Book. Gets stood up by Book. Beal with the rebound. Crossover. Kicks it to Bowl in the corner. No good. Uh-oh. It's a confident three, you know. Ant guarded by
Okay,
Bowl.
Bowl.
Let's see what happens
Okay,
here.
Bowl. I respect it.
Sit down deeper, Bowl. Sit. Corner, skip pass to Conley, who drills the three and gets him off the snide. 190 watching. Guys, please, if you haven't yet, hit that like button for us. I got 5 free memberships to give out. All right, let's get a goal. Let's get a like goal, Sundo. Durant going to the line. 3 free throws.
We got almost 200. Let's get 275.
What's the goal? 75 likes.
Let's try to get to 75.
Let's do 100. Let's do a hundo for Sundo in the first quarter.
I'm here for that.
All right, guys. If we get 100 likes in the first quarter, and I'm giving us plenty of time, I'm gifting out 5 free memberships, and we will rig it so Metro doesn't get one. Durant's free throw is good. Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate it, man.
Be at the arena early for a pregame happy hour from 6
Turn
to 7
38 tomorrow,
$5
Sundo.
beers and $7 wine options.
What a number.
Suns.com.
What an insane old number.
83%.
I remember when Jordan was 38. Watching him play and thinking, oh my God.
Diego, that was Laura Bush.
That was the thing that you like to see out of the victory.
Oh, Durant misses a free throw.
Diego sent me a super chat that says, F Michelle Obama, she ruined lunch.
Yeah, don't try to put it all on Bush.
Oh, we're putting it all on Bush.
Michelle did her thing too, and you're just gonna obfuscate that.
Nick Richards?
Randall came up with an elbow into the face of Richards, and he is in a lot of pain over there.
He's bleeding out of his eye.
Now you see some blood in the eye of Richards. We'll get a timeout on the floor.
No call from the refs. Nobody saw it. Nobody cared. It's Julius Randle. Julius
Randle, stupid. Can't stand Julius Randle, bro.
Seriously. Cannot stand him. Appreciate you, Big Bad Brad. Knightley said, I just turned 28 last window. Man, last Wednesday. I remember being 28. I remember that. Appreciate you. Love yourself.
Is there a replay we can see of this elbow, please?
Certainly do not feel 38. Do you feel 36?
Yeah, I feel every bit at 36 right now. I need to start losing weight if I'm being full.
I didn't mean like that. I just mean, you know.
I need. Well, no, I don't. As an adult who still
mentally, you can't.
Wrestling,
you
I
can't.
I definitely do not feel 38, but 36.
Yeah.
But the body feels 36. I can tell you that.
Now that is, but yeah, physically, I feel 48.
The body
feels mentally feel 18. All right.
Yeah, facts, bro.
It's crazy. Like you'll hear a lot of people say that. When I was 28, I felt like I was 14. Okay.
Yeah, same. I think it says me and Sundo are 36 unbothered. Yep.
36 and physically bothered.
So, Brian, if you got your entire eye freaking socket busted wide open, you go straight to the locker room too. I gotta get stitches or something.
I can give you a little something to help you truly start feeling a lot younger. Physically. All right. Some of these. Need to get Sundo on this half red, half blue pill. All right. Oops, almost dropped it. Where's me water? Looks like a perk. It's not a perk. Is that what perks look like? Are perks red and blue? Ain't no way. Richard's going back to the...
Yeah, bro. Do that rock.
Pan said blue chew. Imagine taking a blue chew at the beginning of a stream.
I'd be gooning. I know Burner and Diego.
That's what they do as soon as they get in.
Yeah, look.
It just took 22 years for Cena to do something interesting. I mean, sure, not necessarily his fault. It's like Vince McMahon was going to allow him to do it. This is actually a true different era where Triple H does not care. Like, you want to go heel? Let's make money. I can make another baby face, which is actually, where's Code? Code, I was talking to my buddy at church today, and we're talking about how this is going to be Beal floater.
That was beautiful, bro.
About how this is going to be the beginning of like the Cody Rhodes, like Homelander go heel type story arc. I was like, and you can tell because they're trying to make Jey Uso a super baby face, so they still have that covered.
Durant with the block
I think that's
on
exactly what's happening
Nas
right now.
and a travel from McDaniels.
Bobo moved his feet, though. That's
Also,
I like
what did
the
you think
fact
about
that
the
Bobo
CM Punk
stayed
Seth Rollins angle? Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
made
hated it.
difficult for McDaniels, thinking that he could beat him off the dribble.
Why isn't Jay Lethal the most famous wrestler of all time?
Because he works for TNA right now. I don't know.
Bull driving, pushing it over to Plum. He finds Durant. I love that pass, Plumlee. Plumlee, I love that pass.
I would like that code, actually, if they did something like the Hollywood Boys. That would be funny, but Batista's that man's tiny now.
Edwards to Durant, the rebound goes straight to him.
What a pass!
Touchdown, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
Suns with their biggest lead at 10 here. Randall head down, drives inside.
Randall almost gets it to drop, fouled by Plum.
The bucket is full. He'll get to the free throw line.
What do you think of these Minnesota jerseys?
I mean,
You taught early on.
I think
Get a rebound, first spot
I
you
think
look is up the court.
they needed to come up with a jersey for the season. And they just took the first rough draft they found. They're like, sure, go ahead. They're like, well, you don't want us to design a few, and you could pick. Nope, don't care. Just that's fine. Whatever. Little blue dusty stuff flying. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, go ahead.
we want the Euro look.
They're ugly, bro. They're just.
That's why the Suns should
They look like
hesitate
an
to
AAU
attack.
basketball jersey.
Yeah. Free throws good.
Next to pair, 81% shooter on the season. There you see Gobert. No real clear time.
Book, screen from Plum, doubled. Kicks it back to Beal. Beal to Durant. Hella contested three. No good. Bowl rebound. Finds back to Book. Book driving left. Back to Bowl. Bowl driving. Kicking it back over to Beal. Beal to Plum. Plum. Get rid of it, Plum. Thank you. Over to Bowl. 3 seconds. Gets it to Durant. Durant has to take a tough grenade.
Wow.
Three. Beats, let me see. I could probably find you one, Beats.
Anthony Edwards turned back and laughed. KD's like, what, you shocked by that?
Oh, a beautiful yumper.
Vision now would be wild.
The game on Friday night with 17 points. Deal in the drive.
Beal stumbling, bumbling, kicking to Bowl. Bowl to Book. Over to Durantula. Right back to Bookula. Bookula 3 is good. All right.
10 points already for number one. Was able to sting Minnesota for 44.
Randall. Come on. You got to put a hand up in his face. Trying to guard two people at once, Book.
Imagine you typing that. Imagine me telling you you'd be typing that 2 months ago.
What'd they type?
You said Bobo changed everything. I said, imagine me telling you you'd be typing that 2 months ago during Christmas. Or January.
Plum dog dunk. Wow. What a pass from Durant. Edwards to Reed for three. Brick. Bull almost getting ripped by Jaden McDanny.
I really want to know whose idea.
Heat check from the logo for Book.
I hate when Book does that though, for real. Like,
I mean, part of me likes it because it just shows where his confidence level is.
I know, but it's a waste of possession, and I really want to. Like, we are not that type of team. That can
You are
just waste
not that guy,
possession.
pal. You are not that guy.
Here, right? So Royce has to be really conscious in there and helping out rebounding.
Brian AZ says it's almost like having 3 7-footers would work. Yeah, especially since 2 of them are unicorns. DiVincenzo, no good. Royce gets the rebound straight to him. Tyus, who's coming off the Bizench, kicks to Buick. Buick over to Plum Dog Trillion Hairs. Bad pass. Reese bobbles. Reed.
Spins the pass out to DiVincenzo. Lines up the three.
Oh, my God. Your boy DiVincenzo. Vincenzo.
At 12 points
Turning the
With
ball
the
over.
hit. We need to get him in Phoenix, don't you think?
Nice. Here comes Booker.
As he steals the pass.
Booker.
All right, bro. Timeout, bud. Timeout, bud.
Yes,
timeout, bud. Timeout, bud.
Booker's turning the ball over.
5-point game.
We're back-to-back turnovers.
Bro, we were up how much?
It just erases
10.
everything good that you've done.
11.
Another pass from Book is stolen. And a quick, easy yama-lama ding-dong for AE. Who got fouled? Should be an and one.
And Tyus Jones is in the game. You know what I mean?
So the first
Tyus
one,
Jones is in the game.
that steal from DiVincenzo was just him knowing, like, this is what the Suns do. They have a screener come to the top of the key, even if it's a guard, and this time it was Plum Dog. He rolls to the rim, and they're going to pass it to him. You just go intercept it, and that's exactly what he did. Way too easy. Hello. Precious says, we go lose. You don't know. I don't know. We look like we're up until the last couple of minutes, look like we're playing some damn good basketball. The type of basketball we should have been playing all season. Coach says who we placing the blame on tonight. Well, let's get to that bridge before we cross. You know?
Booker's 3 straight turnovers is on brand. Man, bro, like who's out? Someone says send Tyus to Taiwan. Why? It's not like he turned the ball over 3 times.
People are just done with Tyus, man. Just done with him. So, how much closer are you to being ready to start Severance?
Severance? I ain't never watching that show. I'd rather not.
Is
it on Prime?
It is. It is. I will give you my
Have Prime. Shut up.
No, but it's also Apple.
I'm not poor, okay?
It's Apple. So you know how they want you to get a little subscript, but I can give you my subscript. All right. Here's the only few things that are in my list because I started my own profile on Prime. Or sorry. I think it's on Hulu.
Nightly says stop hating on Book because he's turned the ball. Like, look, man, he's just got to stop, and that means you got to stop having the ball in his hands. Like, he's been scoring all of his buckets off ball tonight. So, like, and so you bring in Tyus Jones, and you're like, hey, Booker, you can run point. Like, let Tyus Jones run point and set him up.
Those shirts are clean. Man, that's the one best part about going to the stadium. How about we do this? How about I cut my wife out of this trip and I take you instead?
Sure.
Okay. Let's cut our wives out of the experience. All right, they don't need
Luis
to go.
David. Pac-Man's just a troll. Leave him alone. That's all he does. He tries to freaking say the most ridiculous things in the chat for attention. I mean,
remember Nacho Man?
What do you call it, Gabe?
Edgelording.
Edgelording. It's
remember Nacho Man?
Nacho Man, bro.
Yeah.
Apparently you blocked Nacho Man and he was giving me the business in the PHX chat like, why don't you guys unblock me and admit Beal's shit? It's like, oh, okay. That must have been why Sundo blocked you.
I don't even remember. He probably said something stupid.
Remember, he was obsessed with being anti-Beal. Obsessed.
And to me,
You know,
I think it came down to we had to pick one, Nacho Man or Pac-Man. I think we just decided
King Nacho, was it King Nacho? Maybe it was King Nacho.
No, it was Nacho Man.
That's just an easy play.
And the Suns are only up 1 after the
And
midi.
we're only up 1, and I'm just chilling and don't care.
You're 36 and unbothered.
I'm
know?
36 and unbothered. Tyus Jones for 3. Hits. Thank you, Tyus.
King Nacho. Got it.
What drives you crazy is the fact that the Suns are shooting 62%. Like, that's
All right, that was a nice little 3. 26-22. Reed running hook, no good. Good defense from your boy Royce O'Neal, though. Tyus to Grey Goose. Durant can't get it point blank.
Who was it that asked if I was related to the guy from Suns Digest? Was that King
I don't remember.
That might have been it.
I don't think that was it.
Who was it, though?
That was so long ago. Durant to Tyus, finds Royce. They swing it to Goose. Open Goose. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when you tell me that we don't have shooters, that we're not a shooting team, I always feel like I want to disagree with you because we have these guys around the horn.
Because we have Grayson Allen who can shoot.
And Royce, and Tyus, and Book, and Durant, and Bull.
I don't want to hear none of that.
Grayson with the 3.
They're not consistent, so I don't want to hear that.
They're not consistent, like they don't all shoot 50% from 3 every game.
Tricky. Well, too bad. Stop doing it.
It takes 2 to make it out of sight type shit. What is going on? Like, remember those teal jerseys? Remember how stoked we were for those because they were new and interesting? And then they're gone in a year.
Body them.
Now they don't exist anymore.
That's what I'm going to do at the end of the year. I'm going to buy me one of these New Valley jerseys at the end of the year when they go on sale. And just wear that next year. It's called Save That Money. Okay? I'm like Little Dicky.
You know the best way I think to wear a jersey, a basketball jersey, is to wear it over a hoodie. I think they look cool over a hoodie.
Don't double charge me, be like,
you know.
Don't double charge me.
You do think Lil Dicky's the best rapper?
Yeah, I like that song. That song's
in the world, though.
Don't double charge me, be like, don't double charge me. Don't do it to yourself because I might just ask with
Metro, don't start trying to steal my drip and wear jerseys over your hoodies to school and be like, I got swag now.
I might just ask with the ice cubes. With the ice cubes. That's
the So, we need to revisit this. We're at 79, guys. We need 21 likes by the end of the first, and I'm passing out 5 free Membies. Let's hit 100, please. 100 likes for 5 free Membies. We'll rig it so Metro doesn't get one. Don't worry. We got an offensive foul on Randall, but we only got 1 minute and 9 seconds of gameplay left yet. Ooh, we're at 86. 14 away, folks. Royce to Durant. Durant down to Plum Dog. Plum! Turn your back to him and back him down and then turn and go up. Bro, do I have to get in the post for him? Do I have to play center for the Suns? Tyus, screen from Durant. 40 seconds. Looking for Grayson. He had him. He should have skipped it to him. Durant downhill with a chicken wing and a mid-range. Good. 30 seconds on the clock. Hit that like button. We're at 91. 9 more likes. 5 free Membies.
24 seconds to make it happen.
And Sundo's going to take his shirt off for the whole second quarter. Crossovers. Fouled.
They're going to call a kick.
Durant thought he... Okay, they're going to call it a kick. I'll take that over a foul.
when the guy bounces the ball off your foot, how is that a kick? Like, I don't know if they watch the lifting of the foot, right? That's a kick. But if
96 likes, Sundo. I need to get these Membies ready.
17 and a half seconds left.
Here's Edwards, 8 points.
AE. Got Durant guarding him. Whips it into the corner. Good recovery on defense, but not in the paint. Not in the paint. Out on the wing, it was good recovery. Tyus, 4 seconds. Getting it up court.
Likes.
Oh! Tyus Jones!
And we just hit 102 likes, Gabe.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to get these memories. But look, this is a good teachable moment for you, Sundo. This is a good chance for you to learn something from a whiter black man than you. Okay? Remember when I always complain at the end of the half or the end of the quarter when our players fake like they don't know how much time is left? Chris Paul talked about that in an interview. Chris Paul says that's my number one pet peeve. When players act like they don't see the clock, they act like they have more time because they don't really want to throw up a half court or a full court shot because they don't want to hurt their 3-point percentage, and that's selfish to the team. That's why players love Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross didn't give a damn. He was willing to throw up any grenade, and he would hit him too. Same thing with Jamal Crawford. You miss out on opportunities. How many times this season has a team cooked us at the end of the quarter because they threw up some bullshit that banked in? But we don't do that because we got players that care about their shooting percentages. Tyus didn't care there. Tyus threw it up from deep, and we got lucky, bro. I love that. Let's get these 5 Membies out. Stop gawking at the elite talent, by the way.
Just see what's happening. They're giving out a jersey.
Just checking it out, huh? Just checking her out, huh? Just checking. Man, all right, here we go. 5 free Membies coming up. Everybody cross your fingers. Hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
What?
He used to do that a lot. You know, here we go. 5 Membies coming up.
Dropping dimes. Avery. Dom Mars.
SB.
And Aaron.
Welcome in our 5 newest and truest
Horsemen.
It's got to be so weird on playback because they can't see.
Horsemen.
I'll give him one. I'll give him the last one.
Horsemen.
Welcome to the family. All right. I want this so badly to be real, bro. The team looks like they're actually going to make a push for the end of the season. I don't want to be wrong about that. I don't want to be coping, but I am. I just want this team to come back and make a play for the final seed.
Get the Horseman button ready.
5 more Horsemen? Inferno,
Big Mick, Sloppy Joe, Chris Hall, NVC.
Shut up, bitch.
3, 4, 5. Welcome to our newest Horseman.
I hit the wrong one. I hit the rock.
Oh, that's crazy.
Horsemen.
God's playing.
Horsemen.
There's 2 Horsemen. Hold on, we're back.
The one thing you just can't do against this Minnesota team is turn it over.
Horsemen.
Nick Richards is
Horsemen. Horsemen.
Little butterfly tape there, so fight night in down.
10 new Horsemen, just like that. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Plum Dog to Beal. Gets it to Tyus. Screen coming from Plum. Nope, gives it to Plum. Backdoor cut. Plum does find Beal. Bro, what a Plum pass. Oh, my God.
He'll have a few of those, right? And then he'll also do a bunch of stuff where you're like, "Ugh, you suck."
I just want to give him props when he does do things right. I mean, that was great. That was great. Randall step back midi, stiff and no good. Adam, I don't think you got horseman. Tyus finds a wide open. Ryan Dunn misses the three. We get him hitting that, bro, and oh, thank God. 3 Vincenzo, no good. Tyus gets it to Goose. Goose to Tyus. Into the corner to Beal. Contested 3. He felt it. He let it go. Wow. Randall. Oh, wild pass to 3 Vincenzo. Back to Randall. On the elbow. Back to 3 Vin. Top of the key. 3. Stay in his face, please. Stop leaving him alone, please. He's white, please.
And he's also got red hair.
God. Done. Corner 3. I like it. That's okay. Just keep shooting it, Ryan. Just keep shooting. Randall, 3-vin, corner. No good. Plum Dog, rebound, goes to the ground. We got a 5-on-4 sitch. We get a foul on Conley trying to cut off Grayson Allen's drive to the rim. We got 254 watching, folks. Please help us out and hit that like button. Welcome in. Suns making one final stand as a comeback for the whole entire season, and it starts tonight. Beal inbounding. Nick Rich over to Goose. Back to Book. Pick and roll. Down to Nick Richards. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, no good. Thank God Terrence Shannon smoked that lefty lay. Goose to Book. Terrence Shannon guarding. He kicks it to Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn, beautiful scoop pass to Nick Richards. Nick, if he could do better there, would have done a pump fake, but I'll take it. Just go to the line and knock these down, Big Daddy. The fact that they messed up his beautiful face is a little frustrating for me.
Nick looking for his first points of the night.
Richards, free throw, good.
See what occurred.
Okay, I don't think that was on purpose by Randall. I think that was just inadvertent, but rough.
Spoils of war right there, man. You get popped, man.
Nice little slice.
Well, I didn't venture in that thing.
He gonna have a black eye.
Oh, I guess maybe
That's
question I was about to pose.
You know.
You ever take a cut?
Suns up 10. DiVincenzo bringing it up. Beal guarding.
Trust me, I wasn't trying to get in that thing.
Beal gets switched off onto Conley. Randall gets left wide open for 3. There was a double screen, and one of them picked, and one of them rolled, and one of them popped, and one rolled. The pop was wide. Beal has to pick up his dwibble. Get rid of it, Beal. Bro, how many seconds is he allowed to hold the ball? I thought he was going to get a 5-second call. And Book can't hit the point-blank floater. Randall hands it off to Shannon. Shannon gets that shit. Ba-ba-ba-beat.
Wow.
And Dunn goes down hurt.
Oh, my gosh.
He's up. He's up. He's a tough guy. He's a tough young lad.
Get his first breather. We'll see if the Suns can take advantage.
Randall's definitely enjoyed playing against the Purple.
Oh, my God. He blocked that clean, dog. I thought it was a foul that they missed.
Nope. 6.5 assists, 5.5
Whoa.
rebounds. Former most improved player.
Oh, come on. That's just
How is he so open?
Suns got away with one there.
What is happening?
Often miss those kind of wide open looks. Shooting not quite 40% from downtown. Allen driving past Conley.
Grayson. No. What's many passes? Okay, can we get Book or Durant back in there, please? One of the two guys in there.
How about we get the starting lineup back in?
Or Bull. Beal picking and rolling, getting fouled and doubled. Pulls up out of that double and hits a three, but it was after the whistle.
Whistle.
You know? I say whistle.
A fully guaranteed 2-year deal recently. Beal sees the double team come.
Goose into the corner to Dunn. Heavily contested. Had to get rid of it quick. 0 for 3 now from the three-point line is Ryan Dunn. He gets out on DiVincenzo, makes him pick up his dribble. Fighting. Thank you, Goose, for stepping over the screen. The floater is no good. Way to run DiVincenzo off the line. Get big, Richards, get big. Beal definitely just traveled. They let him get away with it. Beal gets it back from Book, shoots the three-ski. No good. Naz Reid with the board. Reid almost ripped from behind by Dunsky. Up to DiVincenzo. Into the corner to Conley. He's going to scoot to the rack. Kicks it out to Alexander Walker, Nickel, Alexander L, Randall L. No good.
Randall L.
Book lefty to the rack, right-handed lay. No good. Good attempt. Alexander Walker, Nickel L. No good. Goosey with the cross, tween. Goose, screen here from Nick Rich, back to Beal. Screen coming from Ryan. Takes it. Oh, tries to do the little step through Euro. Got ripped. Whoever was playing defense did really good to get low enough to snag that. Reid to the rack. Richards, good defense. I don't know how that's a foul. He put his hands straight in the air, but okay, refs. Eric, Randall's a Suns killer, so I could see it. Let me take a look at his... I'm not sure what his stats are right now, but... It just depends on where he's at right now with rebounds, but he's definitely going to get a double as far as points. You doing all right over there?
Yeah. I'm getting tired, though, but what's new? Freaking started yawning as soon as I sat down. It made me so mad.
Well, I mean, it was an 8:30 start. It's not like it was that far off from 9, which 9 o'clock games are like a no-go for you.
Enough. No, I was still feeling great.
Wow.
And then sit down all of a sudden, I'm like,
Speaking of great.
Why is my webcam off? How come you didn't tell me what webcam was off?
I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. I've been sitting the whole time. Hold on, let me see what's going on with the webcam. I wonder why it turned off. There we go.
Well, not bad dancing, but I would prefer geriatric dancing, if I'm being completely honest. More entertaining, you know? I just don't understand.
Pac-Man, I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, bro. Bro hasn't been put in for a minute. Yes, he's definitely streaky when it comes to shooting. He's been streaky. But to be fair, I agree with what Bragsy said. Like, Bud took him out and didn't play him for a month, basically. Bro's definitely gonna be cold coming out. At least he plays defense.
Who we talking about?
Dunn. And Pac-Man says Dunn should be pulled immediately because he can't shoot.
Big Sunny. It's just an hour ahead for us. We're in Central Time Zone down there. Y'all's Central. Yeah, I just I don't judge Ryan Dunn the way I would judge other players because he's a rookie. He's learning. This is the beginning stage. Like, think about yourself when you start a new video game, or you hop up to like the toughest difficulty level after playing it at a lighter difficulty level. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, I need to readjust the things that I do. I got to readjust my speed. I got to readjust my effort. I got to readjust passing windows. Okay? How different are all pro and all Madden passing windows? So, you know what I mean? You have to give Dunn time. That's why he should have been playing, so he could have gotten some of these mistakes out of his system. You know, but bottom line, he's still the best defender you have on a team that's one of the worst defensive teams in the league. So you have to play him.
Quite honestly, they have missed a ton of
If you were going to let Okogie stand out there and take open threes, you got to let Ryan Dunn.
Both clubs missing their last 5 after a hot shooting in the opening quarter. Phoenix at 59%.
How you think Okogie's doing in Charlotte? I miss him a little.
I have no clue. Someone look it up in chat.
How you think your boy Nurk Dad is doing?
He responded after a Snickers.
Aim, I don't know.
Thursday night, he was 1 of 10, 0 of 5 from 3 in their loss to LA on Thursday. Double against the Jazz on Friday, 27 points, 11 rebounds for his 9th double-double this season.
Yeah, he's finding out, too. See, that should never happen. I mean,
Unbelievable. They got an offensive rebound and a three-pointer off of a free throw in which we had position. That cannot happen. Wow. Book screen from Rich.
Okogie's only played 1 game in the last 10.
Wow.
He's
Beal,
definitely a bench rider.
Midi. That was sexy, bro. I'm a little turned on. I'm a little boned up. I'm starting to swell up after that mid-range from Beal. Any swelling in your pants? Just checking. Nas. Whoa, he tried to blang out on Nicky Rich. Bull top of the key over to Durant. Durant backing somebody down. Turns, jumps, wants the foul, not gonna get it. Long rebound, Book gets it, loses it. Beal recovers. AE guarding him. AE's been quiet. I shouldn't have said nothing, but he's been a little quiet. Bielski, Wheelski, Floatski, no good ski. Nas Reedski stays in bounds. Hopefully Beal's okay. He's on the ground. AE, heat check, shoots the 3. Giggity goo, no good. Tell me Beal's okay. Okay, Beal's up.
Edwards, over from beyond the arc.
Book picking and rolling with Nicky Rich.
They're trapped and immediately up high.
I was thinking, what if I replaced their first letter of their Nick Richards' first letter of his last name and first letter of his first name? I don't like the way that sounds. Okay, I don't like the way it sounds.
Played the last 5 games out of 10.
Wow. He started his first game there. They needed him to start, but yeah, he's backing up your boy. He's backing your boy up.
How you're going to run that play. They've had success with Devin out there doing that. They're going to trap him. They don't want him to get isolated on Mike Conley.
Metro, it doesn't sound right, okay? It just doesn't come off the tongue right. Don't be saying that at school, all right? McDaniels, midi no good. Durant with the board. Booker picking and rolling with Rich, Nick, Erds. Beal, midi, good, no good, pops out. Suns up 6, Sundo struggling to live right now.
Man, I really am.
AE picking and rolling with Daniels. No good, but he's going to the line.
It's like when I start getting sleepy, the first thing that goes my eyesight. It was like
them eyelids get heavy.
Facts, bro. And then I squint more so I can see.
Yeah, I would like to say that Minnesota's defense is.
I'm trying to make it to halftime.
I'm not going to put it on there.
I'm just trying to make it to halftime.
Look at Book's new shoes, man. Those are interesting. Interesting colorway. They're for these jerseys. I like them.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's pictures of them on Twitter because people are like really talking about them.
For Minnesota's defense, they're one of the top defensive rating
It's like, how many of these shoes am I going to have to buy? I just got another pair of books, by the way. Not those pythons. I got another pair.
I need to get me some Kobe's.
Well, they're too expensive. You don't want to do all that. You see the ones on screen right now? Who's wearing them? Nas Reed is wearing them. Those reverse Grinches are like minimum $500.
Jeez.
Book going on the line. Yeah, you don't want the reverse Grinch.
Back up a little bit defensively as Reed whistled for the first. A little bit of put Booker at the stripe for the first time tonight.
It wasn't an easy drive, though. He split 2 guys.
Christopher Johnson says, my boy Sensei Sundo struggling.
I am, man. This is tough. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, too, so that has a lot to do with it.
For sure.
Yeah, it was interesting you mentioned mid-range. Of course, we know with
what time you got to get up today?
I mean, I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, you know. But I also try to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
I stayed up later watching Elimination Chamber. And
because you missed it when it was live?
Mm-hmm.
DiVincenzo. Over to Edwards. Durant D'ing him up. You're going to try a snatch back 3? Yeah, double snatch back. Wow, that was beautiful, bro. Wow, that was beautiful.
Let him get hot because he's been cold all game.
That's what I'm saying. Tyus, screen from Book. Into the corner to Bowl. Barely caught that pass.
What I want to see from see and hear from Ant Edwards is, damn.
God damn.
Damn. Come on, go back,
there you go, Nick Rich. There you go, Nick Rich. Get big.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Let's shout it.
Shout it.
Got to throw some shorties in there.
Shout it. Go back, do something with the ball.
Yeah, I was doing a little dancing on KD. Lift his leg up. Is that like a Prince move? In Minnesota.
During it's Jonesy, just because, man,
picked up 2 technicals
boys
and lost to LA on Thursday.
wakes up early. You know, he tries to get food on the table for his wife and kids. The Suns aren't interesting enough for me to stay awake. I was talking to Gabe before we started. I was like, man, last year I had issues.
I mean, that's, you know.
But I was more interested in staying awake last year and the year before than this year. This year has been a hard.
It is a lot better than your old work schedule where you wouldn't be off work until midnight.
Man, bro,
You know?
those were the days. That's before. See, people don't even remember that.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat don't remember me getting here at midnight.
Sundo used to only show up for like overtime and post game because that's all he would have time for.
Or if the game went long, I could show up right at the end of the game.
Randall out there.
Pick and roll with Tyus and Durant again. Tyus to Durant. Fade away in Edwards' face. Does not rattle home. Reed comes away with it.
Which ult scares you the most?
The toughest ult in the game to deal with is Moon Knight.
Yes.
That sumbitch goes off so fast.
Well,
all I hear is, the moon! I'm dead.
The moon haunts you.
It's like, oh, well, I'm dead then. Thank you. Bull. Over to Royce. Please, Royce. Damn it, that bitch rattled around. Hit every inch of the rim and popped out.
You know what ult used to make me scared for when the game first came out?
Scarlet Witch? Yeah.
Bro, that used to get me every night. You didn't know where she was coming from. Now you kind of know.
So who are your 2 mains? If you had to pick who are your top mains? Like who are you maining?
I run support. So Cloak and Dagger, Invisible Woman, Luna Snow. For damage, I run Squirrel Girl. For tank, I'm running Venom, but it's not a good Venom.
I'm gonna start playing Venom. Because I started practicing with him last night. I main Rocket. And I main Doctor Strange.
Hey, DD, enjoy the amplifier.
So you and me would be able to run and never like step on each other's toes.
No.
You know? Those KDs they're wearing are so clean, bro. I want them so bad. It's not fair. I want so many shoes.
The only thing I hate about Cloak and Dagger is whenever what's your face says Ty scares people, but they don't know him. It's like, relax.
Yeah.
It's only because they don't know him. I'm like, what are we talking about here? How does Ty scare people?
What's your elo right now?
What's that mean?
Your rank.
Oh, I'm plat 2 right now. I went down. I was plat 1 and then played a few games and went down to plat 3. Took a week-long break. The update came out while I was taking a break, and then I played again today and went back up to plat 2. I'm trying to get myself the diamond.
Wolf, did the Cavs come back today, or was that yesterday they did that? We need to do some like rivals with like, because I'm sure we got people in the chat that play rivals.
Once that PC gets in, bro.
Are you telling me you and me are going to be comping together on PC? Are you even good with mouse and keyboard?
I'll learn,
bro. Let me tell you about learning.
I played Overwatch 4 months on mouse and keyboard, and I did decent.
Okay, then you got a little bit of. Okay, that's good. That's good. See, for me, bro. When I learned how to play mouse and keyboard, my arms hurt. My forearms and thumbs and fingers just hurt so bad. Did you go through that at all?
Yeah.
I would have to take breaks. I'd be like, bro, I can't play anymore. My hands hurt so fucking bad. Like squeezing the mic, mic, squeezing the fucking mouse.
Freaking looking like that freaking loser on South Park.
Eventually, you get there.
What a pass!
That was good shit from Plum.
Y'all need to get on a real game like Fortnite. Relax.
I play some Fortnite, Big Sonny.
Fortnite so much.
Hey, but for real, shout out to Fortnite because Fortnite got Sundo to most pipe. That's a travel! Come on! More pipe than Sundo's ever had.
Been slaying these for life.
Hold on. Inex Tej.
It was nice. It ended well.
I don't even. But why did that verse have to go so hard, though?
Jones off the bench.
Bro, he's got bars. That's the funny thing. You know. Good pass, Plum over to Durant. No good. I need a white boy, Macaulay Culkin.
The white boy, Macaulay Culkin.
That pale skin leaves my drawers soaking. That's just, you know, he shouldn't even be coming up with that shit. Durant, no good from 3. Royce saves it back to Book. He'll shoot. It looked perfect, but it ain't.
The 3-ball was flowing in the first quarter. Now 7 of 21 as Edwards gets into Durant, whistled for the personal, his first.
Jonesy, I mean, you know I hate Plumlee, but I don't feel like he's having a bad game right now. Do you?
Who, Plumlee?
Yeah, I feel like he's being helpful.
He's had a fine game. This has been one of his better games.
That doesn't change the fact that I think that Oso could do everything he's doing and more.
Absolutely.
That's what I think. I could be wrong. But I also was the guy that said Bol Bol should be playing from the start and was right. Okay?
Claim to fame right there, boys.
Not quite 41% after shooting almost 53% in that opening quarter as Reed will take a seat.
Which one's Inferno?
Kobe's.
I just feel like Kobe's are meant to be played in. They're not meant to be walked around in.
Fair enough.
They are a hooping shoe. If you want some walking around shoes that work as hooping shoes, get a pair of books. I'm telling you. You can find a pair that looks fire to you. He's got some Pete Carroll colorways. You know? They're the most comfortable
tires.
I've ever worn. I've ever played or walked in.
This is so hard for an official to do that. Guys just collapse.
Royal says, do you think, so do we think Buttle could be fired? That's a great question. I don't know, man. I really don't.
We need to bring back the Rick Mahorn boys of the other team.
Uh-oh, Book's holding his ankle.
Great.
Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes.
Is this a hard call?
What'd you think?
That one
Pretty clean.
a little more validity.
They look 90s colors, you know?
Yeah, I kind of like him, though.
Which is the colors of these jerseys, you
I
know?
know, but I like him.
I love it. It's just, I don't know.
Like,
What?
Like,
Yeah,
it's
for
the
sure.
90s,
You're so
Nickelodeon,
right. You're
like-
so right, bro.
Like the pumps.
A foul on 3 Vincenzo versus Plum. Plum, I need you to hit these. Glee says got Bull for over 12 points. Y'all think I'm hitting? I mean,
Hasn't been in the entire second half.
he's just not playing. He's just not getting to play, so I don't know. What does he have? Do you know what he has right now, Glee?
At least 2, 4.
Big Sonny, I am not just saying this because I'm a Suns fan. Devin Booker's shoes are the most comfortable walking around in and on court. They are the best on court feel I've ever had, and they go with your clothes. They look like regular everyday casual shoes if you want them to. Like these Durants, bro, I can't wear these Durants like to work.
But in their loss,
you know,
to Utah on Friday night.
But Booker's are basically Air Force Ones, and I get to stomping in them.
This season.
Yeah, but against the Suns, they have confidence.
What'd you say? You're not breaking your mic.
You know, it's
to be a 5-point lead. If you can keep it. Either way, I get to do the whole. I get to go to bed when the Suns have the lead, and I get to pretend like they're winning. And then I can wake up mad.
Why is DiVincenzo open for 3? Why is he open? Why? Why him? He's white, so you know he can shoot. He has red hair, so you shouldn't be losing. You see what I'm saying about not shooting it?
He just did it.
Oh, do we have more time? Do we have plenty of time?
I think you would exaggerate, but Beal definitely does that all the time, dude. Beal does it all the time.
I ain't hurting my 3-point percentage. It is what it is. Can you give us some sort of halftime synopsis before you fade away?
I mean, the synopsis is like, hey, again, it's the same things that we are bad at that's coming back to kill us every time. Turnovers, streaky shooting. This time, the turnovers both times allowed us to give up a lead before the end of the quarter. Both times. How many turnovers do we have? I need to look.
We have 7 to their
5.
5.
So it's not like it's that bad either. So that's at least even. We have more rebounds than them too, bro. Like we are beating them in every metric so far. Assists, no, they're beating us in assists. They have the steals because of turnovers. We have more blocks than they do. We're shooting better than them.
Here's what makes me feel good. Now it sucks that we only scored 17 in the second. That sucks. But the good thing is we dropped them 7 points in the second quarter. So, yeah, we didn't really have it going, but we're actually stopping them. I don't know how, but they're stopping them.
We'll see.
That's nice. 21 in the second.
Kevin Durant, 3 of 12. I don't like that.
1 for
Booker's
5,
not.
bros.
Booker 4 of 9, Beal 4 of 7. So I just wish that they'd be more efficient. Tyus Jones 3 of 3 is surprising. But here's the deal: Edwards
He's been
is
hot
5
lately.
of 10, so he kind of got himself back on track. DiVincenzo's killing us. 50% from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. So DiVincenzo's just hot because
Just
we're leaving
like
him open.
at
And
like
Julius Randle.
if I'm Bud, I'm telling whoever's whoever's guarding DiVincenzo, you're basically face guarding him. You're making him so covered. You're not looking behind you, is what I'm saying. You're not like, hey, should I help? Should I? No, you're not even looking behind you. You're stopping the white, flame-throwing, orange-haired man who's shooting 4 for 7 from 3. You're stopping that shit dead in its tracks because that's what's catching them up. I mean, it sucks because you do need to be aware of what's going on behind you, but I'd rather give up 2s behind me with other people trying to stop it than 3s in front of me with no one trying to stop it. So just face guard him. Never leave him. Go over on every screen. Do not switch. And if you do switch, no. Okay, now I'm guarding the 3-point shooter. Now I'm face guarding. I don't know. That's just me talking. I'm not a coach. I don't know shit about basketball. I'm not Bud. You know? Zambuki says, pretend he's Curry. Pretty much. You know? You're not going under on Curry screens. Don't go under on him. And this isn't the first time that your boy Dante DiVincenzo has done us like this, dude. He's a Suns killer. This should have been remembered.
It must be native night.
It is. You know.
I like it.
They got out of Black History Month as fast as they could.
Man.
Okay.
This is gonna be more entertainment.
Probably uncopywritten too, so I can actually play it.
This is actually a rapper. Don't do that. Is he rapping? Is that native rap music?
Hey, I never heard native rap. What is this? Is this like the Native American version of Bad Bunny?
Seems like it.
I already like him more than Bad Bunny.
Man.
All right?
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of lit. Okay.
Native Americans be rapping like that?
Native spitting, bro.
I'm trying to think of who it reminds me of.
I don't know, but that guy looks like
What's going on with the hula hoops?
looks like I don't know, but this guy looks like Ice-T.
He does look, thank you. He looks like the Native American Ice-T. Thank you. That's what I was thinking here. The Go Gorilla getting down. You know? Did he just say Aaron Hernandez?
There's your hula hoops. Look at him go, bro. Look at him go.
They
Hey, bro,
really are.
This is like crazy.
They're really getting jiggy with it. Okay?
This is actually crazy. Now, one would argue.
How is bro doing that with these hula hoops?
The most famous classic in all the world of music.
We can't be here and not do this song. You know the words.
Luis
Hey, come
David
Red
said,
Bone.
I only listen to Playboy Cardi. I don't know what this is. Well,
Dude,
now
that is-
we're definitely going to get a, got to turn that down. But yeah. Good halftime show, East Metro, don't hate just because you're uncultured. Chris Channel says, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. This song is like,
yep.
Now that a whole generation just thinks it's the movie song.
Yep.
Oh, you young bucks and young cucks.
This is dope. Hey, good for them, bro. Now, I know some Dr. Umar's probably not happy about it, but
you don't find that suspicious?
But can
you
Dr.
don't find
Umar
that
be mad about it?
suspicious?
But can Dr. Umar be mad about it? You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Umar can be mad about a lot of things. Okay?
But can he be mad about natives doing hip hop? And doing it well and killing it? You're a homie right there with all the hula hoops, bro.
Yeah. Louis said Dr. Umar is always mad. Baby Mom says
these guys hey, when Drewski comes to Arizona or wherever he goes to for Could Have Been Records, these dudes need to be on there.
Yeah. Have you been watching Could Have Been
No.
Love?
No, I have not. No, I have not.
You're such a hater for no reason.
No, I love Drewski. I haven't been watching.
I've been watching clips. Me too. Okay. That's it. I've been watching clips. Me too.
I've seen clips, and some of them clips are funny. Like that one white girl, he's like, "Hey," and then
she turns around. He's like, "Hey, all right, come back over here." Man,
all right, come back over here, bro.
It's so good, bro. Drewski is just great. And the fact that he has what's his face is just the perfect compliment. The perfect compliment.
Here we go.
What's his face from Sunday Conversation? Oh, I was like, did he act? What? That's just around his arm. What are we doing here? Like, how do you describe this?
I don't know.
Job?
I don't know, but it's pretty dope.
What do you do for a living? Hula hoops. Okay. What are you, like an Olympic hula hooper?
You could probably Google this and say, what are Native American hula hoops? And they'll
what are these natives doing with hula hoops these days?
I'll do it for you. Native American hula.
Kevin Sanchez says, I saw some news saying Katie's leaving Phoenix Suns in the summer. Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, it's not necessarily new news. That's what everyone is starting to assume is going to happen.
Apparently, they're just hoops Native Americans because, obviously they can't say hula hoops because they weren't Polynesian. But apparently, it's been around for a while. I just Googled it.
They just be killing it with native hoops.
Native American hoop dancing. I mean, same concept, right? But they be having like all these hoops, dog. This is dope. I'm like, look at this picture. This dude got like 20 of them things, bro.
They know what they're doing.
That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty dope.
We might have found a second career for you.
Maybe. Maybe
we get a stream where you're showing us hula hoop tricks like that.
Maybe. I'm going to bed. Suns are up.
As you should. So how many hours of sleep are you going to get? If you fell asleep right now.
If I fell asleep right now, I would get 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours.
That's the commitment this man is giving me.
That's what y'all be doing to me when you're like, Sundo, the team. 5 hours, bro. So yeah, so 10. So
that's
10,
the sacrifice this man is giving you.
3:30 a.m. wake up call. I kind of play around with the snooze button. I'll probably just get up at 4 for being honest. So
good, do that for real. Are you driving?
Yes, I am driving tomorrow. So again, If I wasn't driving, it'd be better. I could just go to sleep. I'm driving tomorrow. All right, y'all. Going to sleep. Peace out.
Later, man. That is crazy, man. Only getting that little bit of sleep is rough. You know? All right, camera. You could just relax right where you are. You don't got to do all this reverb shit. All right? Where's that little swoldo? There we go. All right, guys. I think we're pretty much halfway back from halftime.
It's hard to defend. You know, it's not something you can fake.
TV remote, exactly. He will not be returning.
Once you love the game, everything you do is involved on basketball.
He scored the most points now of anybody.
It's crazy seeing Book as a rookie again. He really looked like a tiny little soft baby.
Just getting an opportunity and seizing my opportunity. I have a coaching staff that believes in me. I have teammates that believe in me.
They find Booker on the back cut.
I really don't ever want to get rid of Book. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Code. All right, I'm sorry, Pac-Man. Sorry I love Book. Does that make me gay? Am I gay for Book? Yes.
Helps him out each and every day.
All right. Angel, are you good at Spider-Man? Because good Spideys, gotta love playing with a good Spidey on your team.
In this league, and that your opportunity can be gone in one day. So every time I get out there, I try to play my hardest.
All eyes on Devin Booker with 61 points.
Oops.
Phoenix Suns basketball is sponsored by.
We're almost back, folks.
Take it to another level.
Folks, we're almost back.
You do you. APS, making every day brighter. Banner Health, official health.
Come on, baby, let's get this. Let me get this scoreboard back up for y'all's.
Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home.
AKA Gamecast.
And FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more.
Halftime downtown Phoenix. A little beauty shot to Tempe Town Lake inside PHX Arena. Our Emmy Award-winning crew, directed by Bob Adlock, our producer Brock Kraft. I've got the smooth shooter Eddie Chips and Queso Johnson.
What up, Ernesto? Just seeing your message, man. Let me see if I can get you a VIP for when you're in here, if you're not already.
Well, just that one stretch the Suns always fall into when they're going good, near double figures, and all of a sudden the turnovers. Devin had 3 of them, and it led to about, 8 or 9 points just like that. This can't happen here in the second half.
Second scoring dried up. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But the third quarter begins. Send it over to Amanda for the...
If need be, Jonesy, if need be.
Coach, in the first half, the Suns were rebounding well, held the Wolves to under 40% shooting from the field. What can this group do to create more separation and build back up that lead in the second half?
Well, I thought she was going to say build back better.
Really half of defense and rebounding. I love the looks that we got.
Rodash Edwards is warming up, so whatever you need, trust me, he's warming up. Metro says favorite Future album. It's almost too hard to pick, man. I will listen to any Future song any day.
It takes 5 guys to guard them, and our group's doing a great job of staying together and guarding them collectively.
Vince, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, the Suns had a tremendous shooting.
28. Yeah, he's at 15 and he's warming, so going that direction.
Yeah. Yeah, other guys gonna have to offer something, right?
Beal gets the inbound from Bol Bol.
That they're putting on Devin and Brad Beal.
Book getting a screen here from Nick Rich. Hands it off to Durant, over to Richards. DHO here to Book. Book back to Durant. Durant's got Edwards on him, taking him down into the paint, kicks it out to Book, has to keep it high, and the 3 is good. Looking good, Book. Now we just need Durant to start hitting some threes because Durant been icy cold. Uh-oh, McDaniels for three, and he slaps that sumbitch.
Jaden McDaniels able to connect his first points of the night, first three-point attempt.
Book. Tween cross, kicks to Durant, contested three. High arcing, beautiful.
He didn't have a good shooting first half, 3 and 12, but you know it's going to change.
Edwards, Hezzy, over to Randall for three. Open, brick, but there's a foul trying to fight through a screen. And they're going to get another opportunity. That was a stop if we didn't foul.
Right there, watch the catch. Kept the ball up high, didn't put it down the shooting pocket, knowing the defender was going to be there quickly. And then KD with that.
Same with Durant.
Quick catch and shoot.
Suns were 1 of 9 from beyond the stripe in that second quarter.
Randall misses the exact same way. Off the back iron. Didn't learn his lesson. Beal over to Book. Book feeling warm. Not enough. Wolski almost saves that from going out of bounds. Can't, though. 264 watching. Guys, please help us out and hit that like button if you haven't. Good game on our hands here. Suns have not collapsed yet. Edwards guarded by Beal. Screen from Naz Reid gets Durant switched. Step back three in Durant's face is good. He is hot. Final boss Roy Maivia says if we win, I'm a happy man. Can I get a VIP? Yep, if you're over here.
He's like in one motion making the pass, and you got to up fake.
We find one for you.
Throw the ball between the two.
Yeah, and almost backing away in doing so.
Right. It's just something that he needs to shake off here. That's happened to him.
Beal, guarded by Reed. Over to Book. Back to Beal. Into Bull in the corner. That looks like it's online, and it is! Let's go, Bullifson.
So he helped out a ton, paid a price.
Bull says, that's all right, just keep being a non-believer. His Book pinballed off the defense.
Oh, my God, Richards with the block, but it goes off Durant.
Loose ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by
Dag Nabbit.
And one lead change back in that first half.
McDaniels. Edwards in the corner. Unbelievable. Fading out of bounds. Jeebus Christmas. Book trying to get to the rack. Fouled by Conley or Naz Reid. Reid saying, nah, he chicken winged.
Conley saying he passed it. I don't know how Conley thinks he's passing the ball when he's taking the little mouse to the house. I mean, come on now, Mike Conley.
Conley in his 18th season.
He struggled this year.
Book's first free throw is good.
Right.
Like, and so I think that's the one area that teams have hurt Minnesota with.
He might your boy Zay. Honestly, I mean, he shoots a lot of threes, and he's warming up. They're starting to actually hit, so he should be at least attempting them for you. Wild pass from Conley. McDaniels can't grab it. Sorry, McDaniels.
Conley do, which is turn it over coming into this one. 44 assists, just 4 turnovers in the last 8 games.
Book. Point Book, y'all. Just to kick it back to Beal. Beal mid-range, pump fakes it. Passes it to Bull. Bull going baseline. Oh, my God, that would have been crazy. Bull going to take another 3 off the rebound from Richards. Oh, man. The confidence through the roof. Finishing, not so much. A 3 from Edwards is good, ya boy. Wow. Wee. 24 points. Just like that. Beal, who's doing basically nothing, gets fouled.
Conley trips up Beal, and Conley whistled for another personal. That'll be his 3rd.
I mean, what can you do with that, right? I mean, he's coming down, he's knocking down threes, he's gotten his groove. And I said even before the game, I'd rather him.
Man, Z-Keys,
I think he's really a problem.
if there's anything to hate about Bud, it's that first. He's a terrible defensive coach. Always has been. Final boss, Roy Maivia, 199. It took so long, Bud, to realize about Bull and Dunn. I guess at least he did realize it. You know, Bull has to throw up a grenade. Got hit on the elbow. Should have been a foul. He had to hoist that bitch up there. I don't blame him for that miss. Liquid Death, water, sparkling water, and some black coffee, which I should have refilled on before Sundo left. Reed in the corner for three, no good, thank God. Durant with the rebound. Uh-oh! Durant throws it away. McDaniels picks off. Oh, baby, Edwards flies in for the layup. Nothing the Suns can do about it. There goes the Suns lead. And Book bringing the ball up. Bud scratching his head. Durant pick and roll over to Richards. Back to Book, wide open for a three. Beautiful, but rolls out at the last second. Edwards thinking about a three. Steps up into a midi. No good. Book board. Kicks to Durant. Durant left-handed. Scoops it back to Bull. Bull back to Durant. Bull going to go get in the other corner. Durant keeps his pivot. That was fucking crazy. Oh, my God.
Suns only 2 scores in double figures. Durant
wow.
with 17. Here is Reed.
Corner three. Jaden McDaniels hits it. I say it's time for a timeout, Bud. Do what I say, Bud. Call a timeout. Attaboy! Show me this Durant shot.
2-point Minnesota lead. Timeout Suns.
Cowards won't show the replay. Cowards won't show Durant's midi. Well, the lead was fun while it lasted, right, guys? I mean, as far as third quarter meltdowns go, you know, this isn't the worst one we've had. We're only down 3 in the quarter. That can explode the wrong direction, of course. Hopefully it won't. You know? Jericho, do you need a... Wait. Jericio, do you need a VIP? I think we might be all VIP'd up. Let me see if I can find some for y'all. Suns down 2. Do you guys think we come back? Take our lead? Or do you think the Suns are cooked? It's a pretty dope shirt. It's like, they're like, yeah, the loudest fan gets it. And then she's just randomly throwing them in different directions. I get a little upset about that shit because I've never caught a free shirt and I've always wanted to, all right? So sorry if I'm a little salty about the situation. You don't need it? Perfect.
Minnesota leading these Suns with 6:59 to go here in the third quarter. It's now time for AAA Live Life Confidently. Suns having a little block party here on this Sunday night Eve.
Yeah, being very active. Again, no argument with their defense most of the night. I mean, very
Done with that beautiful block. I wonder if he's hurt because I haven't seen him since that block where he fell.
And then creating opportunities to get blocked.
6-1, of course. Shot blocker extraordinaire and multi-time defensive player of the year 4 times over.
Scummy says, whoever hired Bud to coach this roster should be fired today. It seemed like the right choice, man. It really did. Championship coach from Arizona. Only wasn't coaching because he had a death in the family. You know, we got a kickball here from McDaniels.
Multiple players.
It's hard to throw the ball over the top of McDaniels. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you that. You Devin Booker, you gotta go angles and create an opportunity to get space in the passing on that guy.
Beal turns the corner on Reed on the kick, raising up Durant, corner 3.
Durant no good in the corner. DiVincenzo gets the outlet pass, pushes it up to Randall. Backdoor pass to Edwards. Edwards takes a bump, almost finishes lefty. That was juicy. Going to the line for 2, though. You know it, Roy. You know it. He's the only one that's on fire, you know.
Who has come to life here in this third quarter. Biggest lead of the night here for Minnesota.
I don't know, Roy. I don't know. Honestly, apparently my headset's getting dead. I'm gonna charge them and do this with no audio.
Here with the stop here in Phoenix, they'll return to play at home Tuesday night against Philadelphia.
Beal with it.
And then right back on the road for
over to Book. Beal 3, please. Good. Beal really has been shooting that thing lately.
Just too passive. He's taken 8 shots.
What the?
He's made 5 of them. Like, he has the hot hand right now of the 3.
A second. I'll pick you up in a second.
Squares and fires another 3 ball. Rebound Bowl across the floor now to Book. Book.
Book under the rim, out to Durant. Beal in the corner, doubled. Book getting ripped and loses the ball. Reed with it. We got a $5 dono
Edwards on the drive, cut off
from Andrew Dang. I might shoot myself in the foot if Grayson Allen isn't back in this game. LOL.
Resulting in the
yeah, I would love to see Grey Goose out there, but Bud's lineups are Bud's lineups.
You halfway believe it, then you can't complain, right?
What are these?
No.
Not going to win that.
I've had these for a while. I can't remember what they are. Rig, if you know what that is.
But again, going, you know, to me, and I put some of this on Brad as well. He has the ball in his hand. 5 of 8. I mean, like right now, KD 5 of 15, Devin 5 of 12.
Free throws are good so far for Edwards.
You know that he's been on the
Royce
court.
coming into the game.
I mean, you know, this is the guy that led the league in scoring 2 times. So take over. I don't think either one of those 2 players are going to look sideways. He's just been very selective in his aggressiveness. And love to see
second free throw good.
31 for Edwards, who 16 of those have come here in this quarter. He has matched the Phoenix scoring for the quarter.
Book. Picking and rolling. Hands it off to Beal. Screen from Richards.
Reed steps out defensively.
Beal with the sloppy dribbles. Gets to the rack, though. Off the backboard too hard. Campaign-style smoked lay. Reed, open 3. Couldn't have been guarded less in transition. No good, though. book off to the races, kicks it to Durant, who airballs a layup, says he got fouled, not getting it. Naz Reid fouled the other way. Oh, okay. It's time for the hoodie of shame.
Well, I'm not sure how the whistle was not blown when Kevin Durant drove in. Had a hand on the waist and a hand hit him on the way up.
They're getting ready to send Plumlee in the game, if you're interested in that. Edwards' free throw is good. He definitely got you your 28 points, right? Yep, he's already squirted his way up to 32 points. Yeah, Durant definitely got pushed going up for the layup, and they didn't call it. It's just in the chest. Pushed in the chest.
Halfway breathe on somebody, and they get a call.
But you got to believe part of it is just based on the defensive reputation of
AE doubled. Oh, gets Durant sliding. DiVincenzo wide open for three. Remember when we talked about this at halftime? Remember when we talked about not leaving DiVincenzo open from three? Do you think Bud talked to the team about that? I don't know. I'm just some scumbag on the internet. What the hell do I know? McDaniels to the rack. Easy dunk. Easy dunk. Easy dunk. Suns down 10. Bud's still a bitch.
Minnesota lead. 4:30 to go in the third.
Just like that, man. There's your third quarter meltdown. 28-16. What more can be said, you know? Louis Davis says, I still believe. Raphael says, why ain't no plays for KD? Because that's not what we do here. All right. Sorry. I agree with you. Freddie says, fire Bud. Chris Stu says, that's it for me. Paulie says, where's Sundo? So Sundo has to get up at like 3:30 or 4 a.m. every day during the week for work. So these late games are just, he can never really hang in there for a whole game. He was here till halftime, though, and through most of halftime. Dizzle says, what's Mason Plumlee doing? Being Bud's favorite child that he never had. You know? And we don't need all this zesty dancing right now from our MC. You know? We could get back to the game, you know? The way that the Suns can win this game is they need to get this lead back to respectable, which is 5 points, 5-6 points by the end of the third. Don't be down, what is this, 12 points in the third. Be down 6 points. You know, don't let this third quarter meltdown last the whole time. You know. Get it back within a decent score and then come out in the fourth and do your thing. We back? Are we black? Get used to it? Man, that really escalated quickly, didn't it?
Minnesota leads 77-67 with 4:30 to go here in the third quarter.
Popped a chain. Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen Grayson in the third quarter at all.
You can head to an Arizona Carl's Jr. tomorrow to get a free single Western bacon cheeseburger.
I mean, I can see them doing that, Louis. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's just we can't let the lead get so out of hand right now that when we make our fight, when we make our Fugazi comeback, it has to stay Fugazi, if that makes sense.
12 early. Trail by 10 here. As Bradley Beal
I mean, what is Minnesota doing differently than the Suns in regards to take care of the ball? I mean, it's like,
he's hit 1.7K threes in his career. Almost as much as Sundo hit. Sundo's 1.9. Tyus.
22-7 run
Over the book, backdoor pass to Durant, but DiVincenzo's doubling him all the way across the paint. AE working on Plum Dog. Say, hey, look here, shorty. Step back. Nope. Passes it to DiVincenzo, who is defended this time. Doesn't matter. Still hits a contested three. Suns down. What are we down now? 17, 13. I can't do math. All right. 13. That's much better. A 17-3 run in the last 3 minutes, 16 seconds, by the way. Durant in the corner for three. Wide the Fook open. Can't hit. Edwards crossover into a pass to DiVincenzo. Deep three Vincenzo. No good. Plum Dog with the rebound. T-Wolves' whole bench stood up for that like they knew it was going down. Royce with the pass fake. Gets it to Book, over to Plum. Plum looking, gets it to Durant. Reed, 1v1. Durant jab step, pulls up. Beautiful, but it rims out. It was truly halfway down. McDaniels with the rolled out, smoked layup. Thank God. Royce to Book. DiVincenzo all over him. The double comes from Edwards. Royce pulls the top of the key three. It rattles around like a pinball and pops out. Durant was looking at him like, hey, man, give me one more pass. But Royce decided to shoot it, and it did not go. What up, Ruby Tuesday?
They have built a 13-point lead.
Alex, that would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. That'd be so fun to do streams with them for that. Next game will be March 4th versus the Clippers in Phoenix, I believe. Man, we got to somehow pull this game out. If we could just somehow win this game, like, it would mean a lot. I feel like this is the first time we would get a meaningful win in the last couple of wins. Our last couple of wins have been pretty soft, NGL. And then it'd be fun to go into that Clippers game with some serious, like, belief in yourself. But, I mean, this is only a 32-win Minnesota Timberwolves team. They've been having their own problems, guys. They're not exactly what they used to be either. So getting cooked is not best case scenario. What up, Tori?
Shot almost as many free throws as the Suns have as a team.
Well, Suns 34 in the first quarter. And they basically have been held to 33 over the next week.
Yeah, pretty much, Ruby.
And again, do you say their defense? I think strategically they did some
Golf
stuff.
Report says what happened? The third quarter. We did our third quarter thing, you know?
Yeah, Suns 31% shooting here in the third.
Edwards to Randall, back to your boy DiVincenzo, back to Randall. He's got Grayson on him. Going baseline, spins towards the paint. DiVincenzo, get it over to Walker, no good. Goose secures the rebound, thank God. Durant gets his pass just blocked and stolen by DiVincenzo. Grayson blocks a dunk at the rim. Durant pushes it up to Tyus, whips it into the corner to Royce for three. Brick! Plum Dog saves the day and draws a foul. I think Grayson took a shot to the junk, if I'm being completely honest here.
You can't catch the ball and just pass.
Yep, he blocked it. Cleanly blocked it. Unbelievable. Good hands. Good non-call by the ref. Grayson down to Durant. He's got Edwards on him in the paint. turns, fires the midi, and hits it one-legged like Dirk Nowitzki.
If the Suns can just win
Edwards
this
bringing it up. Durant guarding. Kicks to Randall. Takes a screen from Randall.
Plumlee and Durant squeezing Edwards. Gives up
They
the
just
rock.
keep
That
giving it
gets
right
it
back to
from
AE.
Alexander
And he pulls the three. No good, but Plumlee. It bounced the second time on the rim. They get another chance. No good, thank God. Tyus.
Tyus on the push.
Over to
Finds
Goose.
trailing
Goose.
Grayson.
Oh my God, Grayson! What are we doing? Thank God they just threw the ball away. That was just insane. Oh my God. Final boss, Roy Maivia, 199 dono. Says Monty was such a balanced coach. I am hating Bud. Well,
And probably 8 of them, unfortunately.
you know. Durant going to the ground almost after the screen. Durant to the rack. Fouled by Randall. Tripped up a little bit too. He's going to the line for 2. And the Suns need it.
Look, this has been the same movie all year, so we can continually talk about it. And I know for the viewers it gets a little old.
Why are Suns losing, says Justice. They let go of the rope in the third quarter like they always do.
Suns, it's always the turnovers, not the rebounds tonight. They've done a great job on that.
God damn it. Misses a free throw.
They're missing the free throw line for KD. Karen Oza watching the Suns game, sponsored by Valley Chevy Dealers. For your chance to be featured on the broadcast.
Need the second free throw, KD, please. And thank you. Hits it. Thank you. 10-point deficit. Feels a little better. Right? Hashtag right where we want them.
It is what you fear right now, and that Suns really haven't had any.
Edwards.
Especially the rhythm this guy has been in this quarter.
Working on Durant. Maybe going to step back on him again. Nope. Drives. Kicks it out to Reed. Good defense so far, and he must have stepped out of bounds with his heel.
Boy, Naz Reed having another one of those Snickers games. 0 of 9 from the field.
Good defense by Durant. Stopping them much faster. Edwards and Tyus with the floater from just inside the free throw line. Suns needed that shit. DiVincenzo. Pocket pass to Reed. Very nice. Back to DiVincenzo. Wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Let me ask you a question. How many threes does this son of a bitch have? How many open threes does he have to get before you guard him?
Came over with Randall from the Knicks in that big offseason deal.
Tyus whips it to Grayson in the corner. No good. 2 seconds. No, you got to put it up, Durant. You got to put it up. Oy vey. Well, could be worse, could be better. Absolutely could and should be better. I don't understand, guys, how this team cannot remember that DiVincenzo kills them every time they play and is currently killing them. He was 4 for 7 at halftime. I said we have to start guarding him, face guarding him, and not leaving him alone. Don't help. Just stay on his hip. What did they do? The opposite. World Peace. It was a little different with Trey Murphy, though, because Trey Murphy was pulling from the logo for no reason and hitting. Like, you can kind of excuse it. It's like, well, they're not going to guard him out there. But DiVincenzo is snugly up against the three-point line, catching the ball, looking around, and there's no one within 12 feet of him in either direction. Over and over and over. It's the definition of insanity. And Bud doesn't know how to fix that.
2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter. That means everyone in attendance
You know?
gets a free 8-count Chick-fil-A nuggets through the Chick-fil-A
Maybe
app.
Book wants to tell somebody to cover, but he ain't allowed to now. Yeah, Tori, I want to watch that play again in instant replay, but I'll take your word for it. Oh, my God. Ashman says, 1% chance we come back into this game, LMAO. No, I mean, I feel like it's better than 1% because we always do fake Fugazi comebacks. So, like, getting back into it, that's not the problem. The problem would be outscoring them the rest of the game by 12 points. Can the Suns outscore them by 12 in the fourth quarter? That's your issue. That's the mountain you've put yourself beneath to start the fourth. Yeah, last fax machine. It was a third quarter meltdown. Predictably, you know. Turtle says it'll go within 5 and then the Suns will blow it. Yeah, it'll be something like that. More than likely. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be a dickhead and be so pessimistic. It's just we've seen this so many times. You know.
His fiancee, actress Paige Hurd.
Good for Royce.
So,
congratulations.
Big congrats to Royce. And a tremendous addition to this Suns roster. Suns have got to dig in.
Julius Randle's going to be the aggressor.
All right, McDaniels up to Conley. Pick and roll. He pulls the three, thankfully, because that didn't look like it had much of a shot of going in, and it didn't. Tyus, screen from Plum. Pocket pass to Plum is stolen immediately. Bad pass because you shouldn't be passing it to Plum, and it was overall a bad pass. Randle bullying Beal. Good defense from Beal. They leave Reed open in the corner, who slizzy slaps a three. And has a smile on his face about it. Tyus, pick and roll with Beal. Pick and roll again with Beal. Pick and roll again with Beal. Kicks it to Beal. 8 seconds. Beal. Pump. Over to Goose. 4 seconds. 3. Goose slapped in the face a little bit by Conley. Gonna reset and bails us out here.
Yeah, and the problem is when you're playing a team like Minnesota, who's got a tremendous defensive reputation. I said 6th.
Later, Rudy Tuesday.
When they're able to build a lead like this now, it just feeds into their defense even more.
Yeah,
Beal to Plumlee. Over to Dunn.
Now you try to get back in it in a hurry.
Kicks to Beal. Down heel. Scores. Lefty at the rim. 74-86.
14 points for Brad.
Maybe Beal can wake up and start doing something for us. Reed. Floater. Short.
Rebound
done with the board.
Ryan says, no, sir, Mason. That was mine.
Beal on the wing. Drives left, stops, shoots, not even close, but gets his own rebound, whips it to Allen. Allen for 3, no good. Dunn fighting. Gets the rebound, and Beal with the little floater from the baseline is good, maybe 5-6 feet away from the rim. That's just a great hustle there from Ryan Dunn. Case in point of why I want him out there. He fights just like Okogie, gets the second opportunities. Oh, Randle just bulldozed Plum Dog. No call. Ryan Dunn with the steal. Long rebound, but they're going to call it something down there. Man. What up, King West? He said, one thing that gives me comfort is that at least we are cheering for a guy that isn't a total scumbag.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Ant. Ooh, shots fired.
Reed catch and shoot.
Three-point line from Reed, no good. Reed to the rack, and it rolls in. Back up 12. Suns trying to push the pace a little bit. Grayson the Goose Allen to the rack. Bumped. Can't finish, but he might be going to the line.
Get back in the game. He came from all the way from the other side to get that rebound.
Yeah, they dominated the glass tonight, 46-32. But because of the turnovers, Minnesota still holds an advantage on shot attempts, 72.
Come on, Goose. We literally need both of these. No room for error. No room for error. Good shot.
We get a message from our friends at Auto Owners Insurance.
Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle. That's like simple human sense.
We've got a timeout over here, a little spillage on aisle 3.
I don't know what the delay is here. Did the ball go flat? Somebody spilled. Thanks a lot, you cuck. Can't hold your gin.
Always love when that happens. The fans always try to turn their heads as if wasn't me.
Yeah,
I wasn't the one.
Well, I do that too.
But usually, well, that's true. Yeah.
Grayson finally shooting his second free throw here.
Keep your chips and queso on your
good. Do we have Book back in? We do. Finally. Do we have Durant in? Not yet. No Bull Bowl either, folks. Reed to McDaniels. McDaniels stutter, stop and go. That is just beautiful. What a finish off the backboard.
Well, double figures for Daniels now in 14 straight games. Over this run, he's averaged about 18 and a half. Now in his 5th year out of the University of Washington. Was originally selected by the Lakers.
10 and 7 now. 11 and 7 for Jaden. Beal to Plumlee. Almost had a backdoor cut. Grayson to Plumlee. He finds Ryan Dunn. Dunn knew he's just not hot right now from 3, so he didn't want to pull. He's going to have to at some point, though. But he'll have to take that step back. Air ball. That's why you take the first one, Dunn. I know it hurts to miss 3s, but you just got to do it. You just got to be willing to take that arrow for the team because you might make. And you're screwing up the rhythm of the offense. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Ryan Dunn, it's 3-point time type shit. Okay? Reed working. That was a great pass. A missed 3. Randall saves it. Out to Reed. Good hustle. DiVincenzo kicks it to Alexander. Spin move behind. Oh, what a pass! What a pass to Randall. And that, I mean, that feels like a dagger, but mathematically, that was the dagger. Then they get an inbound steal. Fire Bud, fire Bud. All right, this is Bud's product. This is Bud's vibes. All right. I don't blame me. Don't kill the messenger. Okay?
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball
King West says this celebrating is pathetic. I mean, it is interesting. But, you know, there's bad blood. There's shit talking going both ways. You know, they've had a frustrating season themselves. I'm sure that there's a lot of elation. Look up elation in the dictionary. Burner. I mean, not Burner. Burner has a good vocab. Metro. You know, they're probably super stoked because they're playing well like they want to be and haven't been. They're doing it versus Durant and Book. It's, you know, it's almost a compliment that they're so excited to be here. You know what I mean? Acting like they're really winning something. Ghost Fighter says trade everyone except Bull. That's about where we're at.
We got 5. All right.
Man, Torrey Jones just really in here talking a lot of shit about Ryan Dunn. All right.
6 points. So you are walking into the next round. Again, we told you the rules. The only rule is your foot needs to be on this side of the line before you shoot.
For sure, Louis. I mean, I was saying in the beginning of the stream, like, you know,
But Wyatt, before you shoot, tell us what tribe you from.
I can't bring myself to do that thing where we get a win against a bottom feeder team and then all of a sudden I'm like, maybe we're on the right. Like, no, we're not. We're not on the right track. There is no right track to be on, you know.
Wyatt, shoot when ready. Oh, just a little too far to the right, but you know what, brother? You are not leaving empty-handed. We got an awesome gift card for you. All compliments of Gila River Resorts and Casinos of this amazing prize pack.
Who's Boomer? Oh, Booker. No. You know, just having a bad night. King West says I have to study. Good night. Actually, Book was doing pretty damn good earlier. He is 3 for 7 from 3, but no, this team just doesn't have it. This team doesn't have. They don't have. It doesn't matter like how good your offense is or can be when you don't play defense and you don't close out on threes. I understand leaving the designed guy open for a 3, right? Like, let's say there's somebody on their team that you want to shoot. I get that all day. I'm not tripping. Dante DiVincenzo, when he's been lighting your ass up, like Johnny Flame, why are you continuing to leave him open? And it's not just this game, it's every game. That's what we do. This team will not get better until they get a defensive mentality. Point blank. Durant with a nice midi from the inside the free throw line. Dark Gamer about to win 600. Let's go. What was your parlay ski? You just need Jaden for 2 more points. Hopefully you get it, man. That's good money. I haven't had the balls to play a parlay lately. Walker for 3. No good. Nick Richards finally back in the game now that it's too late. With the rebound. Beal downhill. Finger roll is good. Good rim pressure for Code there. Yeah, Turtles, this offseason is going to be so interesting. They got a lot of work to do. D-Book, yeah, let me find you one, brother.
Long rebound. DiVincenzo, 7 of 12. His career high, if you're wondering.
Durant with the long rebound over to Bowl. Bowl to Durant. Screen from Richards. Picking and rolling. Whips it to Bowl. They're just going to go back and forth over here like a seesaw. Durant, 7 seconds versus McDaniels to the rack. Scoop lay off the backboard is good. Way too easy. It feels like the intensity from the T-Wolves is really on the downswing right now. They're not even trying on D because they know they have us beat type shit. John Ross said, great timeout by the Wolves. Yeah, I mean, it's back to 11 points. Like, they can't fool around. You know, the Suns could get hot here and do a Fugazi comeback. You don't even want to have to deal with that if you're a Timberwolves fan. No prob, D-Book. Haunted Kiwi says, LOL, there's no chance. No, dude, there is a chance. Absolutely. It's just going to be too late. You know, I'm just talking about a Fugazi comeback. I'm just talking about making everybody think for half a second that they're really going to come back when they aren't. Toasty says, bowl not happening tonight. Yeah, I mean, as a starter, he's been averaging over 19 points a game. This was the first time where it just wasn't there. His three-point wasn't there, and I feel like that kind of hampered what Bud was willing to do for him as far as minutes. But he does have 9 rebounds. You know, been helpful there. Shit was really working for us. We were really winning earlier in the game when we had Bull and Richards in with Durant, and we were grabbing all those rebounds and blocking shots. Then we went away from that for Plumlee, which I'm got to be honest, Plumlee didn't have a bad game either, but just a different vibe when he's out there. We back? Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by Carmack.
I invented Bull, Alex.
Upfront prices and Carmack certified quality. Because that's the way car buying should be. Learn more at CarMax.com.
Bradley Beal again having a solid game. 8 of 13 from the field, 18 points. He has just been a constant with his offensive efficiency. Again, I just always want him to be a little bit more aggressive in these situations, K-Ray, when
I should be charged up a little bit.
Devin 5 for 12. I don't know if Devin's taking a shot here in a while. But the hot hand between the three right now is Bradley Beal.
Getting the 4th start in the games he's been available. Missed the previous 2 against New Orleans.
I agree, Kenny. It is.
During that starting stretch, Brad averaging 26 points.
No. All right. Obviously, Chris Finch drew up a play. Let's see if the Suns can get a stop here. They're on a good little rhythm here.
Well, he reinserts Anthony Edwards.
All right, Reed over to Edwards. Edwards looking for a dagger. Step back 3. There it is. Damn, that was quick. That did not take long. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Durant whips it to Richards. Backdoor to Bull for the floater, and it's good, of course, because he's 7'9".
Time left in the game. You got to get some stops.
Richard stepping up defensively. Edwards, he wanted another 3.
Some vapes don't let you do it, Louis Davis. You know? Randall with a step back midi off the backboard. It was actually very sexy. Bull, transition 2, hits it. So suck on that, all you Bull haters. Back-to-back Bull bucks. Suns down 12. Edward. That was it, bro. That was crazy. It looked like he thought the play was dead, and he just threw it up with one hand, and it went in. Beal left wide open for 3, but he's not DiVincenzo, so he doesn't hit those. Out of bounds.
You have to be honest, right? Anthony Edwards pretty much owning the Suns over the last number of games, and including playoffs. And again, not finding a way to negate him. Like, he is now coming off getting like clear open looks.
Randall into the corner. Reed. Ooh, beautiful move from Reed. Yeah. Ho!
Rough stretch. Now 7 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists.
Bruh. I feel like I just watched Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. Durant with the corner 3. Beautiful.
Big 2-minute stretch here. Now by 13.
AE pick and roll with Randall. Pulls. I was going to say, how many daggers is he going to dagger us with? For the love of God, Durant. Hezzy, tween, cross, to the rack, blocked and fouled by Reed. He got body.
Durant will get himself to the free throw line.
Boing.
Durant with a miss.
Durant misses a free throw.
The Suns will host the Clippers on Tuesday, March 4th at 8 p.m. for El Valle night, presented by Dos Equis. You can be at the arena early for a pregame happy hour from 6 to 7 p.m. for $5 beers and $7 wine options.
Second free throw. A boing. No good.
At the line for
And that's what this whole season has been, folks.
7 from the strike tonight.
This season was like missing 2 free throws over and over and over.
Just gonna back it out, try to open up the floor.
AE, Hezzy cross, double step back, kicks it to Reed. Good defense from Durant. McDaniels no good. Richards with the rebound. Book, nice pass to Durant. Durant with the finish. 4 points. Sorry, 4 minutes, down 11 points.
Timeout, Minnesota. Suns.
You know, and they're playing Mr. Worldwide.
Final 3:59.
Spray May says, Booker gonna do anything? What is he at? I mean, he had 17 points at halftime. What's he at now? 17. LMAO. Beal with 18. Interesting. 9 points, 10 rebounds for Bol. So, you know, on a terrible night for Bol, he's still going to get himself a little dub, which is nice. Christopher says Beal had like 9 at halftime, so he's consistent at least. I mean, he's coming fresh off of an injury where he wasn't playing the last couple of games. You know, he took like about a week off. He looked okay, you know, and he was looking good before he left. He was looking damn good before he left. But all of this just feels like it's a little too late, don't you think? Kai, yes, D-Book is in. It feels that way, right, Fisher?
Obvious reason, because where they sit in the standings, but Minnesota being one of the teams that is directly in front of them, a win tonight would give Minnesota the season series with one final regular season match.
Man, you got to think he's going to get some kind of a bucket, Hassan. Like, he's got to be getting one, or like a free throw for you. You know he'll force some shit up.
And home victories are important.
Devin Chen's over to Randall. Back to AE. AE on Book. Gonna back him down. Tries to draw a foul. Misses. Say, hey, Shutter, what the fuck? And Bull gets the rebound. Pushes it to Book.
He had some pretty pointed words for his young stars. Said, look, he's got to keep his emotions in check. We have talked about
Wild pass to Durant. That was slow. That was scary. Bull in the corner over to Beal. Beal. 4 seconds. 3. Durant. 2. Foul. Screen foul on Richards. Turnover.
What they've done to the Suns is anytime KD, Devin, Beal have the ball way up top, they're just trapping.
Yeah, Toasty would have fixed a lot of things, man. It would have been such a better move. We tried. Lord knows we tried. AE. Brick. Reed with the short 3. Richards, hand off to Book. Suns still down 11. A 3 would go a long way here. Beal in the corner. High arcing. It rolls out. It wanted to go, but he was just barely off. That hurts. I kind of knew when he let go it wasn't going in. Randall got Beal guarding. He leaves him. Richards has to pick him up. They find an open McDaniels in the corner. No good. Durant rebound. They're pushing it. Durant in transition. Gets it to Beal, who gets the shit bumped out of him. No call. Okay, he loses it. Turnover.
19 on the night.
Edwards, dagger. Giggity goo! Take him out, bud. It's over. Do it, bud. Get him out of the game. Beal. Another turnover. Okay, bud. I get, you know what, bud? What the fuck am I thinking, right? Leave him in. Let's do more turnovers. Let's do more transition fouls. Okay?
That's going to be a clear pass. Look at that. Wide open. Excuse me.
Yeah. That's another thing, too. That three from Edwards, wide open. When do we get to blame Bud for not holding his players accountable and changing lineups according to who will close out on the three-point line?
40 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
Or developing some sort of scheme like a 3-2 defense. If you need to run a 3-2 to be able to stick around the three-point line, do it.
I've talked about it. Stars have worked over the Suns numerous times this year, late in game, where the best player has taken over. And
after review, the illegal contact by Beal came after the ball was possessed by Edwards with no one between him and the basket. Clear path foul stands.
Clear path foul, folks. So we're going to be able to spread this L even more embarrassing, make it look even worse for us, you know? Like, why, Beal? Why even do that?
Edwards, full celebration mode. This will be his 11th free throw attempt. The Suns.
Zuv says, is there still a copium for Suns or no? I mean, no, I think I was done with copium after
with this,
the L to the Pels. That was the one that did it.
This will be 7 straight wins now for Minnesota. 3 here in the regular season.
You know, the copium is not really copium. It's just
the postseason.
The next step is
we talked about it before. They have their numbers.
Changing the team, radically changing the team. You know, which can be fun and exciting. Edwards with it, getting a screen here from Reed. Snatch back, tween, passes it over to a wide open Dante DiVincenzo. A wide open Dante DiVincenzo, baby. Because why would you guard him? Why would you ever guard him? Durant gets a shove and then tries to throw it to Paul and turns it over. Oh, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. I hope Beal didn't get a flagrant there. He might have pushed him a little bit. That would have been amazing. They want to review it because Beal shoved him so he couldn't give the dunk off. I think Beal shoved him.
As tremendous a player as he is, what he needs to understand is he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt because of his actions towards officials. So he told Chris Finch to take him out.
Yeah, that was rough. See, Beal took offense to the Globetrotter-esque alley-oop that DiVincenzo just threw, bounced off the ground. And, I mean, AE goes up for it like a goddamn video game. Was going to one-hand that bitch, and then Beal gave him a shove. Yeah, Tori, I asked the coach to pull them out 2.5 minutes ago, but, you know, Bud's, beyond reproach. Let's see how bad this... See, the reason this shove is not good, the reason that's not good is because you could have hurt AE, and that's why you don't do that. You don't do that to each other. You don't shove somebody who's flying through the air. He could have landed awkward. He could have hurt his knee. He could have hurt something like that. So,
yeah. And look, obviously,
Toasty for real. I should stop trying to lead.
But I think Minnesota put Anthony Edwards into a precarious position because, but God thinks you're showing him up.
It's like I get it. You don't want to get a crazy highlight dunk against you, but what if you hurt AE? And then to go in and try to help him up right away like you didn't do nothing is crazy. Humongous Willie says, why are the starters still in? Because Bud's retarded.
Without a doubt, it was a foul.
You know. But I'm not allowed to question Bud.
To the out of bounds, Beal was deemed to two-hand push Edwards while in the air. This push was unnecessary to an airborne player with the potential for injury. Therefore, that play has been ruled a flagrant foul, penalty 1. It's a successful challenge.
Wow, I'm almost surprised it wasn't a penalty 2.
Chris Finch not going to do that.
No, well, I think what he needs to do is tell his players don't try to play glow.
Yeah, I mean, like, compared to the 90s and early 2000s type of flagrant 2s, it doesn't qualify as one of those. But nowadays, that's a flag 2. I don't know why they didn't give him that.
And no one touched him.
Right.
You know, you got to be careful in those situations. That's all.
Free throws good.
Well, and it is the best part and also one of the most difficult parts of Anthony Edwards' games, which is the emotion that he plays with, but his inability this season.
And he's just pointing to the crowd. Suns look dejected as they should. Getting blown out at home.
The part of it energizes their team, so he can't.
Luka Garza in the gizame. Now the Micic! Mr. Meeseeks in the game.
More so than him talking junk to the fans.
Wow, what a lineup.
And to the Suns bench.
I said, wow.
I have no issue with that part of it.
You know?
I think the official relationship is what I think gets him in trouble more than anything.
Right. Well, and that was my point about his emotions. His emotions getting carried over towards the officials, and they'll allow you about that much.
Free throw no good for the T-Wolves.
And he got ignored on that one particular play.
2 free throws no good, but don't you worry. They almost got the rebound. Done with the board. Up to Gillespie. Here's where the comeback starts, okay? Here's where the comeback starts. D. Lee probably going to hoist it up because that's what he does now when he gets into the game. Doesn't consider. What are you doing, D. Lee? Ryan Dunn, step back 3. Ay, ay, ay! Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep shooting, Ryan Dunn. You'll find it. Brick for God only knows who that is. Gillespie, 50 seconds. Half spins. Galore. Kicks it to Meeseeks. Out to D. Lee Seeks. D. Lee with the 3. No good. You knew he was going to go up for it. Ryan Dunn with the rebound and the putback reverse. That was Gucci. Okay? That was beautiful.
38 points off the 21 turnovers.
It's really impossible to beat a very good team when you're giving them 20 points off turnover.
Garza throws it away. Is that Garza? Garza was trying to get it. Pause.
I'd really like to see Bud, and this is not something against Tyus Jones. It's just more so when Tyus goes out, give Gillespie an opportunity because I think his floor generalship, I think it's pretty good. And
Garza, a one-footed Dirk fadeaway, basically air balls. D. Lee with the rebound. You know D. Lee's putting it up. You know D. Lee's putting it up. D. Lee stumbling, fumbling. Get him off my team. He's washed. He's washed. He is like a washcloth. Okay? The man is laundry. He can't even stay on his feet. He used to have that championship DNA. Well, as far as embarrassing getting bitch slapped around L's, this was one of them. This was one of them. You know? Yeah, 2K God, I would rather have Bronny on this team. No cap. On a stack. All right? Not even close. Because we were talking about PJ Tucker getting released by the Raptors, and it's like, well, who would you cut off of the team? It's like first person that you guys mentioned was D. Lee, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. He is completely worthless. He's just I mean, literally, Baby Malo, if you're here, you could literally bring in Ish Wainwright. It would make zero difference than having him. In fact, you would actually have more reason to put Ish Wainwright in than you do D. Lee. JV Top Flight says, where was Book? They just finally pulled Book out. Oh, you're just talking about the fact that he didn't show up tonight. Yeah, that was crazy. He did not show up in the second half. He had a pretty decent first half, and then that was just overs with. He just got outshined by AE. Like, it's one of those things where you're just watching and you're like, okay, it is not Book's time right now. Maybe he can get his time back, but it ain't his time. It's AE's time. You can see it. You can feel it. This ain't the bottom yet, Chris Stu. We got more bottom to feed on. Unfortunately, we're just going to keep sliding. JL Studio says, we need to shut down KD for the season. I brought that up last stream. I was just asking when is too early to make that decision, or at least to start talking about it. If you're really planning on getting rid of KD in the offseason, when do you start thinking about sitting him for his health? Because the insult to add to our current injury would be he gets a severe injury that, combined with his age, allows another team to shortchange you. We need, if you're going to get rid of him, which I don't want to do, you cannot have him get injured. You cannot have that. You're lucky you're going to get a sexy package for him at this age after an Achilles injury and all of that to begin with. You can't compound the problem. You know? Blop Blop says free agency for the NFL starts in 10 days. That's positive. Yeah, that'll be something to talk about. You know, maybe we get Sundo to start his Seahawks channel. JM says Book got outshined because he's not at the same level, only in his head. Kobe comparisons got him thinking he's better. Well, he certainly doesn't have the athleticism. You know, he's older than your boy AE. AE's just a different breed. And once AE really figured out his three-point shot, there's no stopping him. There's no stopping that dude now that he knows how to shoot threes. They just need to get him the right talent around him, and they could really do something. I mean, in a sick world where I'm not a Suns fan, I would like to see KD go to them and see what he could do with Anthony Edwards. You know? Ghazi, I'm out on Embiid. Because Embiid costs way too much for what I think you get. I think you only get him for less than half of a season, and he's guaranteed to be injured in the offseason or postseason. Guaranteed. Just like Chris Paul was. Yeah, calm. Wolves definitely have the Suns' number. And it's like that for a while until it isn't. You know, like I'm keeping chill about it because I've seen these waves come and go. We've been on top of teams for a while. They've been on top of us. And it comes and goes. And now we're the little brother for a while. Job is to get back on top and be the big brother. You know, we used to cook the Wolves. This happened with two franchises, actually. The Mavs. We had beaten the Mavs, I believe it was like 8 games in a row across a couple of seasons. Then we played them in the playoffs. They spanked us. We had beaten we blanked the Wolves. The year that the Wolves cooked us in the playoffs last year, We were 4-0 on them during the regular season with Vogel as coach. We cooked them all season, including 2 games in a row at the end of the season. They swept us. Sometimes you're on top, sometimes you're not, you know. Fisher, yeah, having the Twins back would be amazing. If they were somehow able to, you know, manipulate trades and get both of those, even just one of those guys back would be so cool. So cool and helpful for the franchise. Ooh, we should be freeing up some money and everything, so you got to imagine we're going to make a run at one of them. If not both, but those teams might not want to let them go, the teams that they're going to be on at that point. That's a good point. Daft House says, who doesn't have the Suns number? Seriously, man. Seriously. World Peace says, on to the next. Travioli says, wish got Jimmy. Yeah, getting Jimmy would have been the move, and we tried it. I can at least sleep at night knowing that my team tried their very damnedest to get Jimmy. They didn't leave any stone unturned. At least they knew what the fix was, and they tried. It's better than having a front office who doesn't have the money or the desire to make things right. You know, we'll get him next time, hopefully, when it comes to a big-time free agent being available that could help fix the team. You know, circumstances were just a little too tough for us to get that done. Joe Cool says trade everyone, including Booker. If it has to be done, it has to be done. But I don't know if you guys saw the report today that came out basically saying that, like, I don't like the report that much because it says it was an anonymous NBA front office source, right? So it's like you could just be making that shit up out of thin air. But if it comes from a real source, it comes from a real source. So rumor is Booker's not going anywhere for anyone. Take that with, you know, however you will. Lando says trade with Houston for our first round pick since we suck balls. That is probably going to be the first. Here's the thing. Durant's going to have say. He's going to have leverage. Just like he had enough leverage to shut down the Warriors trade, he will be able to say, look, man, I'm not going to re-sign with you guys. Don't bother. You'll only have me for a year. I won't be happy. I don't want to be there. I want to end my season or my career on my terms. I feel like I've deserved, you know, or earned to do that. So no, like that's how that's going to go. And so the idea of just sending him to the Rockets all lickety split, like, you know, not taking into account that he's going to have say, I just don't think we can look at it like that, unfortunately. Just dawned on me, we might actually see a Coach Bud post-game press conference. I can't wait. I mean, I know he's annoying to listen to and everything. There's just something about watching him talk during, like, I love watching him have to explain himself. It feels like a punishment. I like watching him get punished. I like watching people ask him questions that he doesn't necessarily want to answer, you know? It's just like, how else can we get back at him other than asking him, hey, you know how you did this stupid ass shit and they don't ever guard the 3-point line? How come you can't fix that? Type shit. Beautiful. What are you guys posting over here in Whirly Squirrely? What are you posting over here? It's crazy you can post shit like that in playback, just like actual tweets. That's cool. You say at the end of the week what? You think he gets fired at the end of the week? D. Steezy said we had 20 turnovers. That is abhorrent. Jonesy says, why do you listen to that lame coach? Just cuz, man. It's like, who else are you going to listen to? He's the closest source to get information from about what's going on, you know? And he needs to answer for his crimes against humanity. Stanley says we gave but a 5-year deal too. It's insane. Alex, you know what, Alex? I appreciate that, and I would like to do that at some point, but I get a little bit of stage fright. I think, you know, it's different when you're sitting at a computer talking to a screen, but when you're in a room full of people, it is really intense. I don't know if I have it in me, you know. Knight says 20 turnovers and 38 points off those turnovers, and that's the only stat that matters. Absolutely. I would argue another stat that matters, it's not a real stat, but open threes. I feel like if I were to guess, it would be 10. I think they had approximately 10 wide open, no one, like complete breakdown. Like if it was football, it'd be the equivalent of a running back cutting up the gut and no one touches him for an 80-yard scamper up the gut because they didn't have that shit taken care of, and the safeties were too far down on the line. Nobody was back, you know. Or a pass play that goes over the top, untouched on an easy slant, and there's just a miscommunication. There was like 10 miscommunication plays that ended up with the most open threes you've ever seen. Ugh. The Bears TV says, what a lovely day in Lakerland. What happened in Lakerland? You guys win? Beat the Clippers? Well, congratulations on not being a shit show. What's that like? Toasty says Edwards and Dipstick had 27 3-point attempts. Good Lord. Jose Ortiz says, Gabe, once the shots stop falling from this team crumbles. They are mentally soft. Absolutely. If we're not hitting threes, we're nothing. Because we're always allowing open threes. So if we can't contest them, or if we can't make them ourselves, we are cucked. Fully cucked. Haunted Kiwi says Orlando is a high candidate as well. They're also a bit of free fall, have young, semi-expensive players and picks. Right, but would Durant allow himself to be traded to Orlando? I just can't imagine it. Jose Ortiz says Ant-Man is amazing, to be honest. He really is. I don't hate Anthony Edwards at all. You know, it makes me sick that he's destroying my franchise, but I don't hate him. I really don't. He's so fun to watch. He's fun to watch when he's doing it to other people, you know. Jonesy says, recap game, Gabe. Suns started out pretty damn good. Third quarter came around. They did a pretty good halfway through the job of the third quarter. And then they crumbled. They did their thing. And there was no looking back. As soon as the press conference comes on, I'll play it. He's just not out here talking yet. He must be leading the Suns locker room in a post-game kumbaya chant. He must be in his office right now telling Booker he was trying to lead too much and he doesn't want him doing that. Lit Super says, Ant is everything Suns fans think Booker is. I think they're different type of players, man. I really do. Like, they do some similar things, but I don't see them as the same player. Like, Ant is full explosion. Like, his hops are so far away from what Booker's hops are. You can't even compare them. They're like in a different stratosphere. So, like, I don't really see them as the same type of dude. And right now, Ant is better. I think we could say that, right? Can we say that without getting upset? Cool Cole said Katie's shot as good as Kobe tonight, 44%. Don't know if that's snarkasm or what. 10 for 23. Yeah, that is kind of a Kobe stat line. He had 10 rebounds, though. Ooh, your boy Bud. Your boy Bud.
Minnesota to pull away with this one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's turnovers. It's staring us right in the face. You know, their defensive activity, their hands, their deflections, you know, their weak side kind of activity, swarming the ball. And it just led to a lot of easy baskets or too many, you know, where they scored quickly. Then they had some great shot making. You know, obviously Edwards had a big night. DiVincenzo shot it really well. You know, some other guys hit some baskets that were timely. But we just, you know, we didn't take care of the ball.
Coach, I'm sorry, I thought you had another question. Sorry. Coach, how does this happen in a game that every game is a must-win for you guys?
Yeah. I mean, we've got to take care of the ball, you know, in a game like this. You know, it started early, too. So there's really no explanation. We got to be better. We got to take care of it. We got to find a way every night.
Just to follow that up, I mean, toward the end there, I mean, they were getting points off turnovers, and I think they had 40. That's the most you guys have given up. And it just felt like guys just kind of, it didn't feel like guys were into it there. And I'm just curious, how can that happen, too, where at the end of a game, you know, not closing it, and the team was getting worse and worse?
Yeah, I mean, you know, at some point, I think, you know, some of them, you know, we're down, I think, at a point where it's 15, 17, and just sloppy, careless, didn't take care of it. So that just added to what was already a problem. So, you know, it was a problem throughout the game, including late.
Coach, looking at the season, when you look at the turnovers, it feels like you guys don't respond well to physical defense or when teams kind of punch you in the mouth. Did you get that feeling from this one?
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota's activity, you know, their hands. And then at times I thought, you know, we got stagnant. We need to play faster, play more random, get in and out of stuff, not stand and watch. So
more random. Gotta play more random.
Tonight,
that was the problem.
It's a credit to them.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm not a genius.
When you look at the standings and falling further away from the play-in situation, does it feel like this is a salvageable situation?
Yeah, I mean, there's, I think, 20-plus games. You know, we got to go on a run, but it's got to start. You know, there's no doubt that, you know, the standings, the circumstances that we're in, you know, I think there's an awareness, and we got to do something to change it.
Coach, what made Ant so tough tonight, especially in that third quarter?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, off the dribble, he just, you know, felt like he hit some tough threes. Then he got to a little bit, you know, a couple in the mid-range. You know, he just did a little bit of everything. Got to the free throw line. You know, he was very good tonight.
Yeah, looking at DiVincenzo and how he got open for so many threes, there seemed like a couple times where guys just didn't want to close out and maybe couldn't get there in time. What do you think that happened in those moments?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Edwards' gravitational pull, you know, I think at times, you know, we got two on him. You know, he moves it, they drive it. We're in a little bit of a scramble environment, and we're kind of a man down. You know, I think the attention that Edwards commands, you know, I think creates some of those open looks for DiVincenzo. All right, thanks, guys.
What do you think, folks? You guys feel better about your coach now? Oh man. Something about him saying we need to play more random. I don't know why it frustrates me so much, because I know it doesn't mean the way we meme it, like we meme it, like what it means is just be running around out there like a chicken with your head cut off, like, it's not that. If you're a player and you're in the locker room and his post-game conversation with the team had something to do with, I think we should have played more random, you can't help but giggle. You can't help but snicker a little bit. And at that point, has the coach not lost the roster? Has the coach not lost the team? Tanner says there's no coach that's going to fix this problem either. He's definitely a part of the problem, but an amazing coach still won't fix this team. You're probably right, Tanner, but don't you have to try? Don't you owe it to yourself to fix every identifiable problem that the team has? If you can identify it, you have to try to fix it. I think that's the only way to get better, and it's one step at a time. I'm not saying there's a coach that you hire him. Let's take Fizdale. I'm not saying you hand the reins to Fizdale. Everything's working. We're going to the playoffs. Not saying that. I'm just saying things start to trend back in the correct direction. Maybe it's not Fizdale that does that for you, but maybe it's another coach. Stop giving them all 5-year, $50 million deals so we don't keep running into this problem. Go after I would love Mark Jackson, Paolo, but if you can't get Mark Jackson, go for a young up-and-coming coach. Find the guy that's next to be a good coach and offer him less than 5 years. Is that crazy? Mo Dizzle, it is difficult because if it's a coach that everybody recognizes is worth something, somebody's gonna offer him more stability and more money. I don't know. I don't know how you fix that problem. But front office needs to be revamped and upgraded because look, you have holdovers from Sarver, right? Sarver had Ryan McGet-it-Dunna, and I say that sarcastically, of course, because we all hated McDonough. Sarver brought in James Jones to watch and learn on the job so that he could take McDonough's job from him. He did. They struck gold by getting Monty and Chris Paul together with Book, which was great. Still, they had some misses. I'm not saying James Jones can't do the job or hasn't done good things. All I'm saying is, can't you imagine that there's where you got James Jones, whatever tier he is as a GM, don't you think there's got to be a tier above James Jones? And maybe a tier above that? So all I'm asking for is get a tier above him. And I don't know what Bartlestein is doing. Do you guys know what Bartlestein is doing? Do any of us actually know what he does? Does he just sit in the office and eat sandwiches? So we don't know. I don't know if he needs to be replaced. I don't know what he does. I'm honestly, genuinely asking you guys. This is not rhetorical. Do you guys know what Bartlestein does? So Tanner, I know what you're saying. We have the worst future in the NBA right now, and it's not close. You're right. However, we're sitting on a Murcielago and an Aston Martin. And once we trade both of those, our futures will be bright again. Our futures will be safe again. Our futures will be clean again. Our futures will be great again. All we got to do is move those guys or one of them and do it halfway, which is likely what's going to happen. You're going to let that Murcielago go. And even though it has a lot of miles on it, it's still running like a champ, and people gonna want it. So it temporarily we're leveraged out on assets and everything. We can make that better now. We can make that better. We did trade 1 first rounder for 3. We've got 2 of those left. We're going to have some first rounders going forward, which gives us flexibility. I know, Tanner, he's got 300K miles, but believe it or not, people are still going to give up something good for it. The troll on patrol says Suns fans are outraged. You talking about like on X or something? Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. It's been a complete and utter failure. It's been an impressive failure. I didn't know that you could fail this hard. I didn't know failure could be so strong. You know. Jonesy says James Jones was a Suns player back in the day, but sorry, James, you need to go. That's the nepotism, the like whatever you want to call it, the cronyism, it's probably closer to nepotism than it is cronyism, but hiring guys because they used to be a Sun, like people want to bring Steve Nash back. I'm starting to see a lot of comments on YouTube and on X about bringing Steve Nash after KD leaves. He doesn't get along with Nash as a coach, but he won't be here. Bring in Nash. Be careful what you wish for. I've been learning that no matter how much you love someone who used to be in your franchise, getting them as a coach is not always the answer. Case in point, I'm a Husker fan. Scott Frost won a Heisman with us. Won a national championship with us and was a GOAT for us. He was a GOAT college coach, it looked like. He went undefeated with UCF. Bring him into Nebraska, kerplunk. All of us hate his guts now. We don't care about him anymore. He's not even family anymore. Same thing I could see happening to Nash. It doesn't work usually the way you hope it will when you bring in a legacy player. That's the word, legacy. Z says Book was pissed tonight. He stayed in the corner, and you can tell he's playing on a bad ankle. Maybe that's what it was. Cool Cole says you are paying 2 non-all-stars shooting guards $110 million. Let that sink in if you have a brain. Well, and the worst part about it, Cole, is one of them has been told we'd like to move you, and he's told the team, no, you won't be moving me, which is just a very weird position to be in. Very bad, but very weird. I've never really, usually when players feel unwanted, they're out. But Beal is like, yeah, I know you don't want me. Too bad, bitch. I like Phoenix. This is a nice place. Think I'm going to stay here a little bit. I think I'm going to let my roots grow out a little bit. Yeah, we're going to open up some businesses, okay? Oh, you don't want me here? I'm going to just stay here that much longer. It's like, who does that? Who does that shit? That's insane. Like, I'm that type of dude. Maybe it's an ego thing or something. Maybe he doesn't have as much ego, or maybe he has more ego. I don't know, but he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here, even if you don't want me. If somebody doesn't want me, I'm out. I'm out. And I get loving the desert. It is a beautiful place to live. I wouldn't want to leave Phoenix either. I certainly didn't want to leave when I had to. You know, the troll on patrol says it's his wife, Bradley Beal. Yeah, I mean, I know she loves it. I know the kids love going to school there. You have to imagine the kids are going to start getting bullied. That's just how ruthless kids are. They don't have filters. They have no empathy. They hear their dads cussing about Bradley Beal, and then they catch Bradley Beal's kid on the monkey bars. How do you think that's going to go? How long till his kids are like, nah, Dad, can we find a new city? You know? I feel bad for him too. It's not right. It's not right. But you know the kids are going to bully, Eduardo. They cannot help themselves. They do not, their brains are not fully developed. Not by a long shot. You know. Yeah, I know those kids will be fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's just like it's just weird to me to want to stay in a place that's clearly trying to get rid of you. Just weird. Just weird. But at the same time, if your only options are going to Chicago, I get not wanting to go live in Chicago. Being like, find me a better place. It's like, bro, play better then. Play better. We can't find you a better place when you're injured 60% of the time. It's not how it works. It's not how any of this works. And he's like, your problem, not mine. He's gonna mess around and ruin the no trade clause for everybody. Like, nobody's gonna get a no trade clause after seeing this. That's interesting. Travioli thinks that James Jones has lost his passion that he had early with the Suns. Travioli, I feel like instead of passion, I would say power. He had power, clearly much more power than he does now when he was with Sarver. Sarver actually needed James Jones because Sarver was a nincompoop. All right? And everybody knew it, and I think even he started to finally realize, all right, yeah, I need somebody smarter than me in basketball terms to run this shit. But Ishbia comes in, and Ishbia has the same pedigree. Later, Chris. Ishbia has a really good pedigree. A national championship point guard in the Tom Izzo tree. That's not nothing. So he comes in and says, look, I mean, whatever James Jones power-wise had, I guarantee you it got cut at least in half. At least in half. Does anyone disagree with that when Ishbia came in? Matt says, can't the Suns hire a talented homegrown coach for cheap? You know, I've been thinking about it, and maybe we were wrong. Maybe I was wrong personally about Kevin Young. Maybe we should have let Kevin Young stay with the team and have that camaraderie. Like if Book and Durant wanted it, maybe that's the way we should have went, because I'm pretty sure BYU does just fine, right? Pretty sure they're doing okay under him. I could be wrong. Don't want to give you the impression I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. Travis Owen says, so Nair bet the Suns again, no matter spread, is what I've learned. Never bet the Suns against the spread. Beal is an embarrassingly bad player right now. What did he do tonight? 8 for 15. It's 50%, and he shot what's that? 2 for 5 from 3 is like upper 30s, low 40s from 3. I mean, he just, he outscored Booker. He was more efficient than Booker. He played less minutes than Booker. I mean, I don't know. I felt like, thank you, Louis Davis. I feel like he played okay tonight. He played okay. He's played worse. Come on now. Bro, what do you want? The dog won't shut up. He doesn't know we need to talk about the Suns' downfall. Baby Mala says, how can anyone be frustrated with this team still? LOL. Alex Wolf says they should bring in Doug Gottlieb. How's he doing as a coach? I know he's coaching some little team. JM says this team never gets stops or makes timely buckets. The stops is the thing. The stops, it doesn't matter if it's the first or the second half of the game. They're never getting stops. It's how hot are you? If you're missing your threes, your open threes in the first half, we'll look good in the first half. But if you're on, you'll blow us out from the get-go. But at any point, if you get your shot down, if you guys start shooting well, you're going to win. Because we won't guard you. We can't guard you. Why would we guard you? Tell me that. Why would we, the Phoenix Suns, who we don't know how anyone's going to guard our big three. Respectfully, we don't know how we're going to be guarded. And if any team takes us to 5 games, we're going to be upset about it. Why would we guard the 3-point line? Have you asked yourself that? Is it possible that you're insane and that you're gaslighting the Suns by telling them they should guard the 3-point line? You ever think about that? Matt says this all started with the 36 unbothered. Shit was cringe, no offense, like what the F book. It was the beginning of an arrogant arc. I will say that. Kurt Ty says this team is missing bunny layups. Yeah. Bull doesn't miss him, though. That's the crazy thing. Pedro says Beal really gave his prime to the Wizards. I mean, that's where he was in his prime. They had him for all of it, and he was glorious. There was a long stretch there where Book in his young prime versus Beal. That was remember how the last 5 years it's been, or 4 years it's been Book versus Spida, Book versus Spida, Book versus Spida, and now Spida's on top. It used to be who's better, Book or Bradley Beal, and non-Suns fans would tell you all day it was Bradley Beal. Like, don't even come here with that shit. Mala says, Gabe, do you think the front office and Katie are working on a trade list right now like Shams said they would? Yeah, I'm sure they are, or they will at the end of the season. I kind of feel like KD would be willing to stay and rebuild around him and Book. I think he would do it again. But the Suns would have to come correct with a good attitude. And by that, I mean an apology. And another apology. And a tug job. And an ego stroke. Maybe a little bit of gooning. Perhaps some jelking. And I think you could convince him to stay. Because he's hurt, but he hasn't closed the door on Phoenix. He has not slammed the door on Phoenix. So make of that what you will. I know a lot of you guys are like, no, we need to get rid of him no matter what. I guess, Malo, put it in the Discord if you can. I need to find that. I need to see that. Because I don't think I have. Raphael Dixon says, Katie hasn't missed the playoffs since 2009. He ain't staying here. It is kind of crazy, Raphael, bro. Like, he's only had 3. He's been here for how many years now? And he's only had 3 playoff series with the Suns. Was it 2 or 3? Yeah, because we went to the second round. And played. Yeah, we beat the Clippers, lost to the Nuggets. We've only won one series with Durant in the playoffs. It is pretty crazy. It is insane, Cameron. It is insane. It is enlightening. It has opened my brain to another level of what reality is. I feel smarter now. A little bit. Wasn't a high bar. Matt says Andrew, Cody, and Micic are unknown. No news. I don't know what's going on in Phoenix for those guys. Probably feel like outcasts. Yeah, they know they're just sitting on the bench till the end of the year. Yeah, Malo, he'll probably be going overseas at some point. Dude is literally the MVP of the Euro League. Like, he's not a chump, and we're not even trying to see if he could run the offense because Bud's Bud's philosophy is keep the ball in Book and Devin's hands as much as possible. We don't want a point guard bringing it up because we want the ball to constantly be running through Book and Devin. And if that doesn't say it all, like, I don't hate it in theory, but you know how they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Well, if it is broke, maybe consider thinking about fixing it. No? Okay, I'll shut up. What do I know? I'm simply a cuck. Alex Wolf says Mark Jackson could fix these boys. So Mark Jackson runs, I don't know if this is still the case, but a while back, he's got a church in California that he's very involved with. I don't know if he wants to coach outside California. So if you have any info on that, Cool Cole says, Gabe, so why do you not want to trade Booker? So I've seen Booker go through phases mid-season, like where you don't know if he's what we thought he was, and then you have phases where during the season he is he's more than what we thought he was. I see him wax and wane. This season to me is like a down season for him. Sometimes players have down seasons. I think it's circumstantial. I think it's because of the coach, the offense. I think you could see right out the gate, Devin Booker wasn't the same to start the year because this offense is all about three-pointers, and he's a two-point shooter historically. So he had to adjust, and it's not the ideal offense for him. The way that Bud runs the offense, all of that shit, it's not ideal for him. He's having a down year. In that down year, he's still averaging over 26 points a game. He's 28 years old. I can believe in my heart of hearts that if we send him to another team like an Ime Udoka Azubuike-led Rockets team, you're going to see a Devin Booker that will make you cry yourself to sleep because you traded him away, because you thought he was done at the ripe young age of 28. I'm turning 38 in 11 minutes. Let me tell you the difference between 28 and 38 where Durant's approaching. It is light years. He has so much time to stay as good as he was when he was at his best, and/or he can get better. So I'm if he's comfortable staying and going through a rebuild, I want to keep him. That's just me. I also am not going to look at you guys who do want to get rid of him and say that you're wrong or that you're stupid, because I don't think you're wrong or think you're stupid. You just have a difference of opinion. And I could be wrong. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, man. 38, baby. I'm going to play basketball tomorrow on my 38th birthday, and it's going to be eye-opening. Like, what can I do at 38? Not much. Would you stop crying? You want pickups? Come here. Ugh. Tanner says, you think Book or Beal practice defense, LMAO? I don't think they practice very much at all. I think they do shoot-arounds and they have games. I think on the days that they're not having a game, thank you, Psychohawk. I think on the days that they're not having games, they're resting their bodies and going through like mental reps and stuff. But I just don't think in today's NBA the players get much chance with all these back-to-backs because you have to let their bodies rest. You can't be running hard practices and shit. I don't, Alex. I do not have a P.O. box. I should probably get one for the future so you guys can send Sundo little giftlings. Yeah, I've got 7 dachshunds. This is my oldest one. His name's Jack Bauer. He's 14 teen. He's very sexy, and he knows it. All right, all the girl dogs in this house are in love with him. Appreciate you, Medina. It's one of my favorite sons of all time. March in. Yeah, I got like 3 other ones sleeping in other beds over here. Jason L says, what happens if the Suns don't make the play-in? I think if the Suns don't make the play-in, it will simply accelerate the hell out of the rebuild. I think if you make the play-in, they will treat the rebuild like it's less of a complete necessity, and they'll be like, well, let's go ahead and retool this thing, maybe get a new coach in, maybe not. But if you miss the playoffs, I think that's going to create a situation where they just blow shit up but keep Devin Booker. And I truly don't think that we will make the play-in. I don't even think we'll make the play-in. Yeah, I think I had him since 25, maybe 24. I had this dog for a minute. Jason says, rebuild with who? Well, you're going to get a lot of draft picks back. You're going to be able to trade. You might, maybe could, might, probably not. Like, I don't know if the Rockets want to get away, would be willing to part with Amen Thompson. But you're going to get some young talent from the Rockets and your picks back and your future back. Like, that's a really good start. It was like a rental. Like, KD will end up being a rental that you tried with, you didn't get what you wanted, and then you were able to get all your money back. That's pretty cool. Cam Whitmore, perhaps. Alex, absolutely. Maybe you get Van Vliet, although he's making a lot of money. Maybe you have to do that to make the money work. I don't know. Toasty, apparently they are. They want Devin Booker a whole lot more than they want KD, but I'm pretty sure they're interested. And they're going to, let's say they have a decent little playoff situation this offseason or this season, and they don't get as far as they want. I could see them being in a position where they're like, yo, we're one piece away. We just need the Durantula. We just need the Grim Reaper to come in here and give us 27 points a game, and that'll carry us as far as we want to go. I want Şengün. I don't know if they're stupid enough to part with Şengün, but that's specifically who I want. And someone else. Yeah, not only do I have 7 dachshunds, though, I've got a Rottweiler, too. So I have 8 dogs. What do you want? Is it time to eat or potty? He doesn't even know what time it is. Yeah, I'll show you, Cameron. I need to do a dog tour at some point. I need to do a full dog tour. Jabari and Whitmore, says Alex. That'd be a hell of a snag, man. and your picks. Hey, Lila. Oh, man. What a game. What a game. Oh. This is Lila. This is my youngest one. Quick licking. Freak. She's a freaky little girl, as you can tell. So we have a boy named Rocket who looks like as close as a dachshund can look to Rocket Raccoon. And so we wanted to get him a girlfriend, and we got this one, and her name's Lila, just like Rocket and Lila from Guardians. Did I name any of my dogs Plum? Thank God, no. God, no. I was going to... If Landry Shamet had been good for the team like we hoped, and if we had won a title with him, I told my wife we should name our son Landry, because my wife's maiden name is Landry. So I thought it would be cool. I'm like, only if we win a title, because then it'll have good memories. Alex says, does the Rottweiler get along with the small? He does. He's very gentle with them. They flirt with them, especially the girls. They're all over him, and he gets down to their low level and is gentle. I know that's what I'm saying, Jason. They're not gonna trade. I mean, they don't respect. I feel like they don't go through Şengün. I feel like they don't respect Şengün the way he should be. I feel like they don't know what they have in him. But and it's like, well, if you want to keep the young athletic men, like, you know, we're gonna have to get something good. So what do you want to part with? But yeah, Şengün is so nice. I doubt they'd let him go. And then here's Jack Bauer's daughter. Her name's Duchess. Come here. Nickname Noodles, or Nudes for short. Lately, we've been calling her Helly R. Nudes, because she's a lot like Helly from Severance. Her innie is well behaved, but her outie is very naughty. Okay? Should have named my son DeAndre Ayton. Jesus. Imagine the relationship I would have had with him. Your belly is dirty, baby girl. You need a bath. Really need a bath. All right, folks. We are on to the next team that's going to whoop our candy asses. The Clippers. The Clippers are also 32-28. Ben Simmons out, Derek Jones Jr. out, which means they'll be back just in time to play us and beat the dog breaks off of us. They have lost 4 of their last 5 games, beating only the Chicago Bulls, which means they'll beat the brakes off of us. We've also lost 4 of our last 5, and probably 9 of our last 11, if I have that correctly. Appreciate you, Jonesy. We'll probably end up with 10 dogs when we get a new house. When we get a bigger house, we're probably going to breed Rocket and Lila. Have a little pup named Star-Lord. Yeah, I mean, ESPN thinks we're going to lose this game. I think we're going to lose this game. You think we're going to lose this game. So, thanks for hanging out, though. You know, it is fun hanging out with you guys. I can tell you that. The only good thing about this season has been hanging out with you guys. Because we suck. All right? Suns lose. Suns lose.
I guess we're not winning the Super Bowl this year.